and so come, Lord Jesus, come.
WFBB-LP Glen St. Mary, McClenny, 97.5, the beacon of Baker County.
I got a homesick heart, but a long ways left to go. I've been doing my part, but I ain't got much to show. So I'm asking you to show me some forgiveness. It's all for you in my pursuit of happiness. Chasing that life, moving on 'cause I had to prove there ain't no life worth doing what I did to you. So I'm asking you to show me some forgiveness. It's all for you in my pursuit of happiness. I've got dreams that keep me up in the dead of night, telling me I wasn't made for the simple life. There's a light I see, but it's far in the distance. I'm asking you to show me some forgiveness. It's all for you in my pursuit of happiness. I've been working all night, maybe you could help me to believe this song ain't nothing if the song can't set you free. So I'm asking you to show me some forgiveness. It's all for you in my pursuit of happiness. I've got dreams that keep me up in the dead of night, telling me I wasn't made for the simple life. There's a light I see, but it's far in the distance. I'm asking you to show me some forgiveness. It's all for you in my pursuit of happiness. Sometimes you leave the ones you love, but if it's love, they won't give up, 'cause they know a war's raging, and you gotta choose. These days are tough, these days are long, sometimes it's hard to carry on, but I hear a voice singing, and I know it's true. I've got dreams that keep me up in the dead of night, telling me I wasn't made for the simple life. There's a light I see, but it's far in the distance. I'm asking you to show me some forgiveness. It's all for you in my pursuit of happiness. Happiness, happiness. I'm singing, I'm singing, I'm singing. Let the glory of the Lord rise among us. Let the glory of the Lord rise among us. Let the praises of the King rise among us. Let it rise. Let the songs of the Lord rise among us. Let the songs of the Lord rise among us. Let the joy of the King rise among us. Let it rise. Let it Let the glory of the Lord rise. the glory of the Lord arise among us. And let the praise of the King arise among us. Let it rise. And let the songs of the Lord rise among us. And let the songs of the Lord rise among us. And let the joy of the King rise among us. Let it rise. 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 Let it rise.
Welcome to Baker High Wildcats football. And now, Baker High Wildcats football.
And good evening, everybody, and welcome to another Friday Night Lights edition of Baker County High School football right here on 97.5 WFBB. I'm Mike Cruz, joined as always by my partner, Kyle Davis, and we're set to bring you all the action. 2025 Baker County Wildcat football, and hard to believe, but this is game number 9 of the 2025 season, and it's all on the line tonight, Kyle. The Wildcats of Baker County, we made the 2.5-hour drive over here to Crawfordville, Florida, Wakulla High School, just a long cast away from the Gulf of America over here, Kyle, and the Wildcats are on the field getting set to come out of the tunnel. The captains are on the field in the center of the field now as they get the coin toss, and we've got Hudson Register, Fisher Taylor, and Taz Kinghorn out there as captains for the Wildcats. And the Wildcats won the toss tonight, Kyle. They deferred to the second half. So Wakulla is going to get the football to start the game. Let's set this game up, Kyle. Wakulla, the War Eagles from Wakulla, we're here on their home turf tonight. They've got a beautiful stadium, beautiful atmosphere here at Wakulla High School. But, Kyle, Wakulla 5-3 on the season, 2-0 in district play. They've got wins against Tallahassee Godby and Live Oak Swanee within the district. The Wildcats 4-4, 1-1 in the district, and we lost to Tallahassee Godby, but got a big win in our last contest against Swanee and the Bulldogs back at home. So Wildcats took a week off last week to get ready. This is a game for all the marbles, Kyle, and the reason is, even though this game would end in a three-way tiebreaker for the district standings, if the Wildcats were to win, we should have enough points in the tiebreaker system to win a district championship, and that's what the Wildcats are expecting if we can get a win here on the road tonight, Kyle. But it's not going to be no huge test tonight for the Wildcats. This Wakulla team's pretty good, led by their quarterback, number 10. He throws it, Mike. He'll run it. He can do a little bit of it all. So we got our hands full tonight, but we got a big opportunity. Number 10 is Big Owen Cleese. He is 6'2", 200-pound senior, and he's going to lead this Wakulla High School football team. They're going to get the ball first against the Cats here tonight. We're just about set to get underway. Kyle, the Wildcats come out tonight dressed in their red pants, white jerseys with the red numerals with the white helmets. And Wakulla, they're red, white, and blue. They've got all blue on tonight, all blue. They've got the navy blue pants, the navy blue tops, trimmed in white numerals with the white helmets. And they're a War Eagle. Mike, I hope the Wildcat faithful's listening in tonight because this is a small crowd for the Wildcats over here. I'm not used to seeing it. And, hey, this is a huge football game. Yeah, I'm with you. I was surprised. I mean, it's a long drive. Now, don't get me wrong. It's a long drive. There could be some people that are still pulling in. But Wakulla, Baker County, Wakulla is going to get the football to start the ball game, and they are going to drive left to right across your radio dial. The Wildcats, Brock Boatwright has it teed up at the 40-yard line. And this will be an exciting ball game tonight. The Wildcats have a chance to claim a district championship here tonight on the road against Wakulla. Boatwright kicks it deep. It's going to come down at the 5-yard line, taken right there, back to the 10, across the 15, across the 20 to the 25, still on his feet out across the 30 and almost to the 35-yard line. And now we'll get a look at that Wakulla offense. The War Eagles, led by number 10. I mentioned number 10. He was the captain before tonight's game, 6'2", 200-pound quarterback, Owen Cleese. And we'll see some of those offensive starters. For the Wildcats, you see out there those defensive starters. You've got Zeke Taylor, Rhett Roden, Jake Lee, Hudson Register, Tad Kinghorn, Keldon Dupree, Hudson Hodges, Grayson Thrift, Caden Starling, Josh Chick, Jamarian Foy out there getting set for the start of tonight's ball game. First down and 10 from the 34-yard line. Wildcats with a four-man front. Cleese takes the snap and looks to throw on first down. And the pass sails wide right of the receiver out there. He was looking for number 14, Wyatt Brown. Yep, good coverage right there by Hudson Hodges, actually, out here in the flat. Trying to set up a little out, and he just misfired. Quick hitter that time. They were looking for Wyatt Brown. He's got number 2 in the backfield with him. Number 2 is Jeremiah Washington. He's a senior running back, Kyle, 5'10", 160. Washington to the left of the quarterback here. 4 receiver set. Cleese looks to throw. Straight drop. He's going to scramble out. Now he's going to fire underneath. Same receiver he looked for a moment ago. That's Wyatt Brown. This time it's complete, 6 yards. Yep. Good job by Keldon Dupree coming up, making a tackle there. So we got a big third down, which is going to be huge. I don't think we want to get in a shootout tonight. I think it's going to be huge to get stops on third down. Just underway from Wakulla, Florida, the Wildcats of Baker County against the Wakulla War Eagles on the road. Cleese takes the snap on third down, throws to the left side, and a good possession catch made that time by number 14, Wyatt Brown. That's 3 plays, Kyle, and they've targeted Wyatt Brown all 3 times, and they get the first down. Yep, same 3 plays. So same exact pattern those times. It looked like to me that Hudson Hodges had a chance to come across and pick that one. He just misread it a little bit. Wyatt Brown was excited about that catch. Yeah, he was. Did you see that? It's a big play. Third downs are huge, Matt. First down play now, just shy of midfield from the 46-yard line. Cleese in the shotgun. They send 1 receiver to the top of the field, and now they're going to run the football. Washington, first time they've run the football tonight, he's going to run to the right side of the line, and he's going to pick up 2 yards. But the Wildcats do a nice job over there stringing it out. Yep, that's your middle linebacker and quarterback, Hudson Register, with a good play there. Register comes over in the middle. Very spacious stadium here. I tell you, you wouldn't know. I mean, it's kind of like one of those things, Kyle, when you have a smaller stadium, you kind of can feel the energy in the stadium. This thing's so spread out. No, it's huge. We got our own box up here, man. It's nice. I like it. Second down, 8. Cleese in the shotgun now. They're at their own 48-yard line. First possession of the ball game for Wakulla. Cleese takes the snap. The Wildcats show blitz. Hudson Hodges comes, and he's going to fake the blitz. Cleese is just going to carry this one himself on a quarterback draw. And he's going to pick up 2 yards right at the midfield stripe, but it's going to bring up 3rd and 6. That's big Grayson Thrift right there. Great play in the middle, getting off his block and finding the quarterback on his own read. 3rd down and 6 now from midfield. Another third down, Mike. We got to find a way to get off the field on his third down. 3 receivers to the high side of the field, the strong side along the Wildcat sideline there. Look that way. 3 receivers top, 1 to the bottom. Straight drop for Cleese. He fires left side, and it's knocked away. Hudson Hodges came in there and knocked the football away to force a 4th down here. It's going to be 4th down and about 6 yards to go. Great play by Hudson Hodges right there. It was a little 5-yard hitch. It would have been enough for the first down. Looks like we're going to force a punt. Yeah, they thought about it for a minute. The quarterback stayed out there for just a moment, and now they're going to send the punt team on, but it looks like the quarterback is the punter. That's always scary, isn't it? It always is. You can do a lot of things with that. Rhett Roden is going to drop deep to receive the punt here. He stands back around the 15-yard line of the Wildcats. The punter, please. Cleese puts his foot into it. It's a high punt. Roden's going to let it hit at around the 15, and it's going to take a Wakulla roll inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
You got to come up and catch the ball, Red Roden. You got all day. I mean, you got to catch that ball. We've had a problem with that all year. We got to catch punts, man. The ball's rolling another 15 yards down the field.
Tell me what you really think about it.
That's what I think. I've thought it all year long, but.
Kyle, the Wakulla High School football stadium is named David Jones Stadium at Reynolds Field. This field underwent a conversion from natural grass to a synthetic turf and received a new weather-resistant sound system in 2023. Beautiful turf field here, Kyle.
It is a nice place.
Wildcats will have first down from the 8-yard line. Registers in the shotgun. He's going to hand the football off and running to the left side, running hard, and going to get about 4 yards maybe out to the 12-yard line.
Yep.
Delano Ruiz on the carry, number 1.
Delano did most of that himself. There wasn't much there, but to get 4 yards, that was a big run by Delano on first down. Yardage on first down. We need it.
9 minutes to go, first quarter. Wildcats' first possession of the ball game in this critical district championship matchup tonight on the road against the Wakulla War Eagles. The Wildcats now second down and 6. War Eagles are undefeated in district play this year. They took out Godby and they took out Swanee. And if they were to win tonight against the Wildcats, they would be the unanimous district champions. But a tie gives the Wildcats a chance. Second down play. Register's going to keep it himself, and he's going to run it out to the 13-yard line. A gain of 1 on the play, and third down and 5 coming up for this Cat offense.
Yep, same thing for the Wildcats here. We got to find a way to move and change here on third down. You got a big 3rd and 5, and, hey, your quarterback's been your playmaker all year. Let's see if he tries to pull it again here.
Kyle, the backdrop behind the Wildcat stands across the way is the baseball field here. You said the Wildcats may have played here at one time? Or
they did a few years ago. We played in a big game over here.
Beautiful setting here. I'll take a picture of it later. Third down, Delano Ruiz running to the right side. He's got room. He just can't quite get off the block over there. Looking for a receiver block out on the right edge. And Ruiz was close to first down yardage, but it's going to be 4th and short.
Yeah.
What do you think? 4th and about half a yard.
I bet Delano wants that back, man. It's one-on-one. You can make that guy miss.
The Wildcats going to send the punt team out here. It's tough. It's down at the 18-yard line. Wildcats need about half a yard, though. I think Coach Kennedy was thinking about it for a minute, but he's going to send Brock Boatwright out there.
We need a Boatwright to get a big foot into this one.
Boatwright stands inside his 5-yard line. He's going to be punting from around the 5. There's the snap. It's a low one, but Boatwright scoops it up. Low line drive kick is going to go over the punter, return man's head, and just what you called for right there. A great punt from Brock Boatwright is going to pin him all the way back to the 35-yard line.
Yep, great punt by Boatwright. Looked low. It looked like it was going to be trouble and be returnable by it, but it just sails over the guy's head.
Yeah, I mean, that's a 47-yard punt when you needed it, and the best thing about that is no return. So almost a 50-yard punt takes it all the way back to the 35-yard line. Nice job by Boatwright.
Yep, great job switching field position right there for the Cat.
Owen Cleese is their do-it-all guy. I mean, he plays quarterback. You saw him punt the ball a moment ago, and he was back there to return that punt as well, Kyle.
Yeah. Shocked he let it fly over his head like that, but he did. We'll take it out.
Yeah, I mean, you saw Boatwright kick a low kick, so I don't know if Cleese could have got over there. I mean, he kicked it away from him, so definitely would have been a long run for him to go try to track that one down. But before the play starts here, Wakulla sends a man off.
Illegal substitution.
Yeah. They had broke the timeout with 12 guys on the field. That's not a good start. Here we go, Kyle. 7:09 to go in the first quarter. The Cats and Wakulla War Eagles, no score. Both teams have had the football one time. Now Wakulla takes over first down and 15 from the 30-yard line. Cleese, straight drop. He's under pressure. Jamarian Foy's got a sack.
Yep. Great play by Foy right here. Pressure immediately right here. The quarterback tried to cut back and he slipped, but Foy was all over him.
Big wingspan. You saw he just kind of threw both arms out, and Cleese had nowhere to go, and that's a 10-yard loss on 1st and 15. It's going to make it a 2nd and 25.
Yep. Big play on first down for the Cats defense. You always want to set them behind the chains, and it's hard to get this many yards here on second down.
Keldon Dupree, the corner on this side. Taz Kinghorn is playing that outside linebacker spot there. Rhett Roden, you see those 3 guys on this side of the field. We'll check the other side. Second down, this is 25 yards to go. Passing situation for the War Eagles. They fire one to the right side, catch made right at the line of scrimmage. The Cats come up, though, and Rhett Roden is going to team up with some other Cats there to knock this receiver down after a very short gain, maybe 3 yards, maybe 4.
Yep, great job by Rhett Roden from a safety spot coming up, making a tackle in space.
Marlon Gibbons checks into the ball game now, number 4, and Keldon Dupree going to check out.
No, he's switching sides.
Switching sides there. Marlon Gibbons on this side now with Washington.
We just brought an extra DB in, Mike, it looks like, so we're expecting a pass here in 3rd and long. I'd be careful with this quarterback.
Grayson Thrift, number 56, checked out, so a lineman checked out. We brought in Gibbons on this side.
I'd have somebody sign this quarterback. He can really run.
3rd down, they need about 21. They need to get all the way to the 45 for a first down. Cleese in the shotgun, takes the snap. He's rolling to his left. Now he's going to run the football. He's out across the 30. Marlon Gibbons comes up, grabs a hold of him, and holds him up long enough for Rhett Roden to make the tackle, and the Cats are going to stop him about 12 yards short of the first down.
Yep, good play by 4 right there. Marlon Gibbons and Rhett coming to help him out. That's another big stop for this Cat defense to start this game off.
Good job by the Cat defense. They brought in that extra DB, like you said, and he came up big and got the tackle on the big quarterback. That was a big guy running the football.
No, it is. Now we got to come up and catch this punt if we got a chance to be Rhett Roden right here.
Roden stands back at his 35-yard line. The punt is from Cleese, and Cleese kicks an end-over-end punt that's going to hit at the 35. Roden thought about coming up and grabbing it, but it's going to go out of bounds at the 22. This is a punter's masterpiece so far. Kyle, you've seen 3 punts so far in this game.
Her field, too. It'll roll for you.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. You know, we talked about this a long time ago with, regard to punt returners. Nothing against Rhett Roden here. What the coaching staff needs to do is go have a conversation with Rhett and say, listen, in that situation, we need to come on up. We need to come on up for 7 yards,
You're giving a big-time field position, 15 yards a time, just letting his ball roll.
First down for the Cats coming up, 4:50 to go, first quarter. We're live over here in Wakulla, Florida, Crawfordville, Florida, just down the road from the Gulf of America here. And Kyle and I made the trip in just under 2.5 hours this afternoon and had a chance to talk and catch up on life.
We did. We made a pact not to talk about college football tonight, but
no college football talk. We talk about the World Series. The Dodgers and the Blue Jays made it to the World Series.
We may pick a few games at halftime. I don't know that.
Yeah, we'll have a chance.
It's been a rough year, rough football year for my teams anyway.
You're not the only one. Had a chance to talk to our friend Jackie Baker. He said he was going to be back at home listening in tonight, so I'll give my buddy Jackie a big shout-out and say go Wildcat.
He's usually begging to ride with us, so I figured something must be going on for him not to be here tonight.
1st and 10, Hudson Register brings the team to the line. We've got 3 receivers to the right, going to run the football with Ruiz. Ruiz has got a crease. He's across the 25 to the 30. And Delano Ruiz is all the way out to the 35-yard line and picks up 13 on first down.
And that's all Delano Ruiz, Mike. He's hitting the backfield. He breaks 3 or 4 tackles on a big 11-yard run right there.
All the way to the 35-yard line. 4.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. 4-man front for Wakulla. The Wildcats look at the scene. We've got 3 receivers to the right side. Now a whistle before the play, and what did they call against us?
Called false start. I didn't see it.
I didn't even think they were set.
I didn't either. I'm not sure what happened there.
Yeah, Kyle, regardless of what's happening among the Florida Gators and the Florida State Seminoles, we will have our dependable heating and air conditioning and Florida Farm Bureau halftime report later. We'll talk about all those games.
Yeah, we'll give these Bulldogs people a little love. I'm sure they want to talk some football still.
I don't know.
Maybe.
I was thinking about becoming maybe like a, Vanderbilt fan.
There you go. Get me their coach, please.
1st and 15 now. The Cats gave up 5 on the false start penalty. Register's going to pass one to the right side. Catch is made upfield across the 35-yard line and out to the 36, maybe the 37. We got the penalty yards back there and maybe 1 or 2 more.
Yep, nice just a little hitch route to Rhett Roden right here, and Rhett does the rest to get the yardage back that we lost on the false start.
2nd down right at 10 for the Cats now from the 34-yard line.
This Wildcat team will go really, really fast or really, really slow, Matt. There's no in between with the tempo of this Wildcat offense.
Most of the time this year it's been on the slower variety. 3:56 to go in the first quarter. Fast-moving first quarter here from Wakulla, Florida. I'm okay with that because we got to drive that same distance. Me too. Second down 10, Register in the gun. Going to hand off to Delano Ruiz. Ruiz has got a little crease to the right side, and he's going to get across the 40-yard line. They're going to say he goes down right at the 40, a 6-yard gain, and that's going to make it a 3rd down and 4 for the Cats to keep the drive going here.
They found something in Delano about midway through this season, Mike. He's running hard. He's breaking more tackles than he did at the beginning of the season. I really like this kid.
I like him, too. And you're right. It was about midway point of the season that something just kind of clicked. And everything has been really good since then. See if I can get a shot of this stadium. Beautiful stadium here. 3rd down play, 3rd down and 4. Register is going to take it himself straight ahead. Register's got the 1st down. He's almost out to midfield here. An 8-yard gain here for the Cats as Hudson Register just kind of carried a couple of guys with him all the way out to midfield.
Yep, I think that was Coach Kennedy's plan tonight. Let's say slow, methodical drives, keep the ball. I think win time of possession is going to be huge tonight. You want to keep this Wildcat defense off the field, score points, and you got our opportunity. You do not want to shoot out with Wakulla. I can tell you, they score a bunch of points. We don't want to do that. We want to control the clock and basically control the game on offense.
1st down play now for the Cats, just shy of midfield. 2nd possession for the Cats. Both teams now with 2 possessions here in the 1st quarter. Hudson Register, plenty of time on the play clock. Going to fake the handoff to Ruiz. Straight drop now. Register under pressure. Now he fires one out there. He was looking for Hudson Hodges along the far sideline, and it's incomplete. That'll stop the clock with 2:37 to go in the 1st quarter, and that bring up 2nd down and 10.
That was almost your bingo drill, Mike. It looks like Hudson Hodges tipped, and it was very close to being intercepted right there by Wakulla.
2nd down and 10 now. The Cats were thinking a little play action that time, but Wakulla wasn't fooled by the play action, Kyle, and they were in the backfield. Plenty of pressure on Hudson Register. He kind of had to just kind of throw that one away toward the sideline. And you're right. Luckily, we got away with that one. 2nd down and 10. Here we go. Register in the shotgun. 2 receivers. Now we send one man in motion. That's Marlon Gibbons. Fake handoff to Gibbons on the sweep, and Hudson Register is going to carry it across midfield and down inside the 45-yard line to the 44. An 8-yard gain on 2nd down for Register.
Yep, great play. We fake the jet sweep out there to Marlon Gibbons, and Register just does the rest by himself. We got a big 3rd down here, 3rd and 2.
Marlon came sprinting across like a jet sweep was coming, and Hudson Register, the snap was timed perfectly. Just faked the handoff to Gibbons straight ahead, got 8 yards, almost 9. It's 3rd down and a short 2.
I'd be shocked if you don't see Register carry the ball again here.
Coming under 2 minutes to go here in the 1st quarter of tonight's ball game. Register now, 3rd down and 2, going to give it to Ruiz. Ruiz made a little cut right there and got to the 40-yard line, and he's going to pick up the Wildcat 1st down. 3-yard gain right there, just needed a short 2 for the Cats. Easily moved the chains. 3 first downs on this possession, Kyle.
His shoe falls off there, Mike, and he slips, so that could have went for a big gain.
He made a nice cut right there when he got the football from Register. And that cut helped him through a little crease on the left-hand side of the line that time. Picked up the 1st down, and now the Cats in business. We're at the 40-yard line of Wakulla. 1.5 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Register in the shotgun. He's got 2 backs in the backfield. Hudson Hodges alongside Delano Ruiz. Hudson Hodges is going to carry this one, and Hodges is going to fight his way inside the 40-yard line. Short gain for the Cats. 2nd down, 9.
Hey, I don't know, this 2-back, we went to this a few times this year, Mike. This 2-back look with Register, or with Hodges, in the backfield, and it's not been very productive. I know they're trying to find a way to get 5 the ball, but let's do it out in space.
2nd down, 9. Clock is under a minute to go in the opening quarter. A very fast-moving 1st quarter here. It's only 7:17 Eastern time, Kyle. The quarter is only 12 minutes. This game has not had many clock stoppages. Register rolls to his right on 2nd down, fires one over the middle. He's got Kelton Dupree down there, and it just goes off the fingertips of Dupree inside the 10-yard line. I thought Dupree was going to come down with that one.
Yeah, he had him open. It was a little high, but I think it's a place probably Kelton might want to have back.
Yeah, I mean,
almost like he mistimed his jump.
I think so. I mean, I think Dupree might have been a little surprised he was that wide open, you know. But, all for naught, that might have been a touchdown if Dupree hauls that in.
It would have been. Now we got a big 3rd down and 9 coming up. Looks like we got a penalty. What was the flag? They must have called holding on the Cats because they backed it up 10 yards to the midfield stripe. So it should be 2nd down, right? Should be 2nd down, yes. So instead of a touchdown, the Wildcats are going to get called for holding here and back it up to midfield to make it a 2nd and 20. So even if Dupree catches that, Kyle, we'd have been, it'd have been no good. All for nothing. All for nothing. 2nd down, 20. Here we go. Register in the gun. Hand off to Leno Ruiz. He's going to run to the right side, and he's going to get tackled in the backfield. That was Washington that broke through there, and Washington made the tackle in the backfield, a 2-yard loss for the Cats. So that holding penalty makes it a 3rd and 22, and the Cats may let the quarter run down here and come back after the break and talk about this. After 1 quarter of play, the Wildcats nothing and Wakulla nothing. We'll send it back to the station for a 1-minute timeout. You're listening to Wildcat Football on WFBB.
You're listening to Wildcat Football on 97.5 FM WFBB. This radio station is a ministry of Glen Baptist Church in Glen St. Mary, Florida. We're blessed to air Baker County Wildcat Football live each week. It's our hope that you enjoy the program. We know that life is busy, work, school, football, running errands around. But in the midst of the busyness, we all need a church home that brings the stability upon which you can build your life. If you're looking for a church home where you can grow in Christ and community, we would love to invite you to worship with us every Sunday morning at 10:30 a.m. Check us out on our website at glenbaptist.org or on Facebook, where you can access church info and content and even watch worship services. At Glen, you get dynamic music, gospel-centered expository preaching, and a wonderful faith community. Come grow with us.
And we welcome you back here to Wakulla, Florida. The Wildcats on the road doing business, doing battle with the Wakulla War Eagles right here in Crawfordville, Florida. A couple hour ride over here tonight. Kyle, what do you think? We just stay out here and head to Biloxi maybe tomorrow? What do you think?
Well, I'd have to call and ask Alicia, but I'd be all for it.
3rd down play, 3rd down and 22. Register takes the snap, looking to throw. Register is going to be hit in the backfield, and Hudson's going to go down. And the defensive lineman right there for Wakulla just was not going to be denied, Kyle. He had a man blocking him. He just ran right through the block and got Hudson Register on a sack. So the Cats had a 1st down and 10 at the Wakulla 40, and now we're going to be backed up to punt all the way from our own 40.
Yeah, we need another big punt here by Boatwright. They rushed 4, and we just couldn't block them.
One guy. I mean, that one guy made the play right there. Brock Boatwright, another low snap, but he scoops it up, and Boatwright, a low kick, is going to hit around the 30, take a Wildcat roll, and it's going to roll inside the 20, and their return man kind of played the same game. Came up, thought about touching it, and then said, no, I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, if I'm the coach for Wakulla in there, I'm grabbing him real quick, man. That ball about hit his foot.
Yeah, it was close. It was close.
Not a great pump by Boatwright to help this Wildcat defense. Let's get another stop.
And we welcome you back to the 2nd quarter here. Mike Cruz, Kyle Davis bringing you all the action. Want to say hello to all the Wildcat football fans across the way that listen in each and every week to Wildcat football here on WFBB. My man Corey, my man John Meadows back at Glen Baptist Church keeping us on the air all season long. This is game number 9 next week, the last game of the regular season for the Cats on Halloween night, Kyle.
It is, on Halloween. You going to dress up, Mike?
1st down and 10. Cleese in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the right side. Cleese just going to run a quarterback draw here. He's going to get tackled right across the line of scrimmage there. That was 54 on the tackle.
Anthony Williams, he's been making plays all year.
Anthony Williams got him by the leg and pulled him down, but not before. Cleese picks up about 5. That was straight quarterback draw. They emptied the backfield that time, and number 10 took off with it.
In high school football, Mike, when they go empty, about 75% of the time you got a quarterback draw call.
It does happen, doesn't it? 2nd down 5 for the Wakulla War Eagles. No score in this ball game. Wildcats on the road. Second down play. Cleese fires one across the middle. He's got a receiver wide open. He catches it at the 40. He's across the 45 to midfield and inside Wildcat territory to the 45. And, Kyle, they started the game with 3 straight passes to number 14, Wyatt Brown, and we haven't seen him again. And there, he shows up again, and he was wide open.
Yep, he just runs a seam route basically from the wingback position. Nobody picks him up. Too easy right there. I mean, we got to be closer to it.
Big play by Wyatt Brown and Owen Cleese for the Wakulla War Eagles, and they've got a first down at the Wildcat 44.
First big play of the game, huh?
Yeah, that was the first one. Wildcats did a nice job bringing him down on the back end, and now a flag down. This could be 5 yards against Wakulla.
It's going to be a false start on Wakulla.
No, they're going. They called him offside. I guess they lined up offside.
Well, he lined up offside.
What in the world?
Unbelievable.
Call it right. Well, they picked up big yardage on the pass play a moment ago, and now 5 more yards against the Wildcat defense. Makes it a first down and 5 from the 39-yard line. Cleese faked the handoff, going to keep it himself. He's got Hudson Hodges to beat around the corner, and Hodges stops him right along the line of scrimmage. No gain. Nice job that time. That could have been a big play.
Yeah, way to stay home right there by Hodges. I mean, he's got one man out there. If Hodges don't make that play, you're right, it goes for a big gain.
He was trying his best to get around the edge and Hudson Hodges, but he couldn't do it. Second down 5 coming up now for Wakulla. No score in the ball game. 9:45 to go here. Critical ball game in the district standings. Man goes in motion, no backs in the backfield. Cleese going to roll to his left, now fires back to the right. Good job. The ball's in the air, and it's caught by Wakulla. My goodness, the ball. We had to put the ball from. We got the football. The ball was ricocheted in the air by the defensive end for the Wildcats. Their receiver came up and got it, and they're just going to say he's down.
That's a terrible call, man. Their receiver comes out of nowhere to catch the ball, then Rhett Roden rips the ball out, and they're calling him down. Terrible call there by the officials.
After all that, it's going to be a first down for Wakulla on a play that the Wildcats had broken, but their receiver alertly came and got the ball out of midair and went and got the first down. First down from the 30-yard line now. Pass to the right side. Catch is made over there again. That's number 14, Wyatt Brown. I feel like he's the only guy they throw to.
That's the guy, for sure. We got to figure that out pretty quick and figure out how to get. We got to stop him.
I'm watching number 9 and number 3 over here for Wakulla. They don't even leave the line of scrimmage. They're just throwing to 14.
They'd be cool. 14's coming out here. Thank you, Jesus.
Okay, so now 4 and 3 over here thinking they might get a chance. All right. We're going to call this second down and 3 from inside the 25-yard line. Cleese sends the man in motion. They're going to fake the jet sweep. Cleese is going to run straight ahead. The Wildcat defensive line was not fooled, and they're going to stuff him right there at the line of scrimmage and make it 3rd and 3.
It looked like they were setting up a jet sweep reverse, Mike. Did you see the other flaws coming in?
It looked like some wing T stuff coming out of the jet sweep motion.
Big third down here for the Cats. We've seen Wakulla does have a kicker. They can probably kick it from here, but I think holding them to a field goal will be a win for the Cats here.
Yeah, we can talk about their field goal kicker in a minute. He was putting on a show before the game, not length on field goals, just the way he warmed up, Kyle. He had a very professional look. Third down play, 3rd down 3. They fire it left side. It's going to be batted at the line of scrimmage. Good job by one of the Wildcats over there. Got his hands up. Who was that?
Chick. Nice play by Chick on the edge.
Josh Chick over there on the edge. Good job.
See if they kick it here. I think they may be in 4-down territory. They're kind of in between here.
Yeah, they're 4th down and 3. The ball's sitting at the 23-yard line. It's a 40-yard field goal from here. No problem with the leg on the kicker that we saw that before the game, but they're going to go for it. They're going to try to get the Wildcats to jump off sides here, Kyle. Cleese calls for the ball, and
why would we even think about jumping?
We thought about it, but they didn't call it. Now they're going to call a timeout. Their head coach is upset because he felt like we jumped in the neutral zone and they had it, Kyle.
That's fine. He ought to be upset because we took the ball from him. Look at it. He still got it. So.
He ought to be upset.
Yeah. Let him be upset for a minute. I would be shocked if they don't kick it after what I watched that kicker do.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you. My feeling in this game, the way the game's gone so far, you don't want. I mean, if you're Wakulla here, you kind of seize momentum on this drive in the football game, you don't want to give the Wildcats momentum back by letting them stop you here. So, I mean, if it's me, I probably kick the field goal. You got a trusty kicker over there. And I'm gonna tell you, if you're gonna have these guys that are good kickers and they practice their craft, I mean, use them, get the points.
I think take the points in a game like this. We'll see what they do.
I think they're gonna go for it after we said all that.
Well, we need a big stop if that's the case.
I think they are. They face about a 4th down and 3. The quarterback, Cleese, is still out there.
Yeah, they're going 14's back in the game. Somebody keep your eye on 14. Well, they're going to try to hit 14 quick right here in the slot.
Yeah, 14, Wyatt Brown's over here. Rhett Roden's going to line up across the football from him.
Rhett's got to come up on him. He's going to throw it out.
4th down, 3. The ball's at the 23. They need to get it to the 20.
Watch the quarterback run.
Cleese in the shotgun. Cleese is going to take it, roll to his left. He's looking for an underneath. The Wildcats have great pressure and coverage. Now Cleese just has to run it, fire it down the field. It's going to be incomplete.
Great stop by the Wildcats.
And the Wildcats got it at the point of attack, Kyle. The reason they did not get that first down was the line pressure.
Number 9, Jeremiah Foy was the reason. You're exactly right. He had pressure from the get-go, rolled the guy out to the sideline. The quarterback still made a great play. But, hey, good job by the secondary to cover. They had to cover for a long time.
Yeah, it was blown up because Jamarian Foy got out there, pressured the quarterback, and made him second-guess what they were going to do, and he had to kind of readjust and change it. It wasn't there. First down, Wildcats.
No, that's a big drive for the Wildcats. After getting the stop, getting some momentum, let's push the ball down the field and score here.
So, Kyle, no doubt about it, I would have taken the points.
We said we tried to talk him into it.
I tried to tell him. What do you say? 7:51 to go, 1st and 10. Hudson Register from the Wildcat 23-yard line. Register going to give it off to Delano Ruiz. No, he keeps it himself. There wasn't a hole either way. Ruiz had guys flanking him over there. Register's hit right at the line, so no gain.
Yeah, there wasn't nothing there. It was just a busted play for the Cats. We're going to have to open this run game up with a few passes, Mike. I mean, we can't be run. We got to say we can throw the ball a little bit.
2nd down and 10. Wildcats at the 22-yard line. Let's see what we show here. We're going to send Hudson Hodges to the right side along with Rhett Roden. 2 receivers that side, 1 receiver to the left. That's Keldon Dupree. And Delano Ruiz in the backfield with Hudson Register. 2nd down and 10. Register rolls to his right, looking to throw. He's got a man over here. Catch is made. Hudson Hodges makes the catch at the 30, and he gets across the 32, very close to the first down. I think he got it.
He got it. Great route by Hodges, great throw by Register. The 2 Hudsons are at it again. That's a good play for the Wildcats.
And I got to say this. I mean, I'm not an offensive coordinator or coach, but I like what it looks like when Register's outside the pocket.
Yeah, get him on the run. I like it too, Mike. We've been saying that all year. We got to get him outside the pocket, give him a run-throw option, and we got to be able to throw it. Like I said, they're going to key on this Wildcat run game. We got to be able to throw the football a little bit.
6.5 minutes to go in the first half of football here tonight. There's no score. Neither team has broken pay dirt here. Wakulla had the deepest drive of the night just a moment ago, and we stopped them on 4th down. 1st down and 10. Register straight drop, fires one left side. He's looking for a man. He's got him open down there, and the defender came back and got to the football right before it got to Roden.
Roden was open there, Mike, but if he has that play back, he had Hudson Hodges wide open. Nobody picked him up out of the backfield down the left flat. He would have went a long ways for anybody touched him.
Well, Register's defense, Kyle, he stood in there and took a hit because he was under pressure, and he might have had to float that out there a little bit sooner than he wanted to. But I thought when it left his hands, that was a catch.
I think you come back to that later on in this game because you had 2 people open on that play.
And that's a couple of times tonight we've seen guys open. 2nd down and 10, Register in the shotgun, 1 receiver to the right. Going to hand it off to Ruiz. Ruiz is running toward the boundary here, and he's going to get outside to the 35-yard line. A 2-yard gain for the Cats is going to make it 3rd and 8.
3rd and 8, 6 minutes and counting on the clock here in the second quarter, Mike. This has been a fast football game with no scoring so far.
3rd down and 8, 6:16 to go. Opening half of football here tonight. A very fast-moving first half, Kyle. And we'll remind you, Baker County Farm Bureau brings it to you every week, our halftime show. We're going to talk a little college football. We'll talk a little NFL. We'll tell you a little bit about what we expect to happen in the second half of tonight's ball game and just give you some updates about life. 3rd down and 8. Here you go. Straight drop, Register. He's got a man across the middle. A catch is made right at midfield, and the Wildcats get a first down with Rhett Rudin, number 17, to catch, and he gets tackled right there at midfield. It's a first down.
That's a big third down pickup for the Cats. Great throw by Hodges. Great catch by Rudin over the middle, giving his body up. Good play by the Cats.
Rhett Rudin didn't have anybody around him, Kyle. I mean, he was wide open in the middle of the field. The safety got back and made the tackle right when he caught it, but my goodness, he was wide open.
Yeah, he was, and then he got flipped. But way to hold on to the ball.
He did get flipped.
The mid-quarter timeout, huh?
Mid-quarter timeout with 5:58 to go, opening half. And, you know, Kyle, we talked about it a little bit earlier. You know, there's always a diamond in the rough. You know, we talked about some of these college football games this weekend. Not a lot of what you call marquee matchups. You know, it's one of those weeks. But I'm going to tell you, college football will always amaze you, because those weeks when you feel like there's just not a lot of great games, there's some great things that end up happening, you know. I'll be watching that Missouri, and I think it was Missouri-Vanderbilt.
Missouri-Vanderbilt, probably the biggest game tomorrow. You got Ole Miss, Oklahoma. That'll be another good. I think Lane's halfway in Gainesville, halfway in Mississippi, so we don't know where he's really at. But
when's the last time you had Vandy in the top 10 in the country?
Oh, man, never.
I'm going to give you a trivia question here, because all these talk about which coach you're going to get and everything else. Well, I'm going to tell you something, Kyle. Trivia question for you to mull on. I'll give it to you right after this play. First down and 10. Midfield, Hudson Register in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the top of the field. He's going to hand the ball off. Delano Ruiz running toward the boundary, and he's not going to get the boundary, and it's going to be tackled right along the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, Delano keeps bouncing, man. We're trying to get the edge on that side, man, and they're containing. I don't know if we need to maybe turn that up a little quicker. We're trying to go to the sidelines on that a lot right now.
The reason I'm going to ask you this trivia question, because a lot of people just think, you know, there's just all these, you know, great coaches out there to choose from, right? Well, in college football right now, today, active coaches, Kyle, there's only 3 active coaches in college football right now that have won a national championship. Think about it. Now, don't answer it right now, but think about it. Can you name the 3 active? There's only 3. There's only 3.
Oh, I'm sure I can.
Among all of college football, over 100 teams, only 3. Second down play, pass out there to Hudson Hodges. He makes a man miss. He gets across midfield to the 45. Hodges hard running down to the 43-yard line, and he's going to get the 44. They're going to stop him at the 44, so it's going to be about 2 yards short of a first down.
That's just an all-time great cut right there by Hudson or Hodges, man. He put his foot in the dirt and cut back the other way and made that guy look silly.
I thought he got to the 43, Kyle, and that would have gave us about a 3rd and 2, but where they marked it at the 44, it's going to be 3rd and 3, so a good 3 yards.
We got Detron Ruiz in the game, Mike. He's a young kid. It's actually Delano's brother.
Might be 4-down territory here. Register's going to take it. He's going to hand it off to Ruiz that you mentioned, and he's going to have to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage, so nothing doing there on 3rd down can make it 4th and 3.
So I think you're going here for your Wildcats. I think you, by running the ball there, you gave away what you was doing.
Well, I mean, here's my thinking, and I may be wrong. Kyle, but I might punt here just to give them not the short field if you don't get it, so that they can't just, you know, take this last 3.5 minutes and go down and score.
You don't want them to go 2 for 1 neither, Mike. They get the ball coming out at halftime.
That's right. 4th down and 3. Wildcats thinking about going for it. They don't flinch when we do the hard count, so we're probably going to burn a timeout here. You see coaches doing this at all levels right now. Anytime it's less than 5 to go.
It's worked for us a lot this year.
But the Cats with 2 on the play clock going to think about snapping it. They don't. We call a timeout at the last second. So Coach Kennedy calls a timeout with 1 on the play clock. 3.5 minutes to go first half, Kyle. And do you just punt it here and just, you know, just don't give them the short field? If you go for it here on 4th down, they get it. They're close to midfield.
Yeah, I think it's a big decision by Coach Kennedy right here. That's why he gets paid the big bucks. But, hey, from me, I think I'm going for it here. I come down here to win football game, Mike, and, hey, let's go get 3 yards.
I think the biggest point you made there was the fact that they get the football to start the second half.
Yep.
Wildcats. Kyle, that's wrong. We got we want to toss them deferred.
Hey, we're going to punt the ball.
So that's kind of what I'm thinking here, Kyle, is that we punt the ball here and then stop them, and we come out and get the ball to start the second half.
Yep. That's what Coach Kennedy's thinking. They're not even putting anybody back deep, so we need to pin them here.
4th down and 3. Brock Boatwright's going to stand back around our 40-yard line. And now the Wildcats thinking about a fake. They're going to run the offense on the field with 14 seconds on the play clock.
You watch this all the time, man. They
a little bit of an Emery and Henry formation here. Register's down and he's got it up, and now they toss it back to Hudson Hodges. They run a trick play, and they're firing it down the red. He makes the catch inside the 20-yard line. And, Kyle, I'm with you. They did a lot of razzle-dazzle right there, but if I'm Hudson Register, he could have just ran. But they're going to call a false start back here.
That's ridiculous, man.
They're going to say not enough guys on the line of scrimmage, and that's wrong.
Yep. Henry and Henry formation. They're going to – I didn't even see a flag.
They're going to call it against the Cats, and it's going to come back. That would have been a huge play. It would have been first and goal inside the 10-yard line. They ran a little razzle-dazzle. They ran a Emery and Henry formation, which means all the linemen were out to the left side of the field, not at the line of scrimmage. The only people at the line of scrimmage were the center and Hudson Register. Yep. They snap it back to Hudson Register, and Hudson Register tosses it back to Hudson Hodges, who fires it down the field to Rhett Roden, who makes a great catch with he was actually double covered down there, Kyle, made a great catch. And the line judge over there is going to call it, what he's calling here is that not enough guys were on the line of scrimmage.
That's pitiful, man. That takes away a huge play for the Cats. Now you're definitely punting here, and I'm not sure Hudson Hodges couldn't have just ran for the first down. Nobody was lined up over the center.
You got to give these referees a heads up on some of these plays, because what happens is they've never seen it before.
I should have been talked about with the referees.
Absolutely. And I don't know if it was or not. It may have been.
Another low
snap, but Boatwright scoops it right up. The punt's a low one. It's going to hit around the 25, and the Wildcats are going to touch it down. It could have rolled a lot further, but we hit it before the other guy hit it. Our guy's saying it should be a touchdown, but Kyle, if you notice that, our guy touched it before their guy did.
I couldn't tell. It was very close. Their guy come up, tried to make the play, but it looks like our guy just knocked the ball away. That'd be Zeke Taylor.
Going back to that play, though,
Coach County's just got a flag. There's some emotional stuff going on out there right now, but I don't blame Coach County for being mad.
Yeah, well, here's the problem. Going back to that play, guy, here's the problem with it now. Coach Kennedy showed his hand with the play. It worked, right? You're going to get a big first and goal there, and now with the penalty, you can't run that play again.
No, you burn it. It's gone.
It's burned. And that, in a game that's 0-0 going toward halftime, could have been the difference in a ball game, Kyle.
Then you got them pinned back at the 15, and you're going to give them 15, put the ball out at the 30-yard line. So it's just, Wildcat defense got to find a way to make a stop. You got 3 minutes and 12 seconds here before halftime. They give us a warning, I guess. Mike, they didn't call it.
Yeah, probably a sideline warning over there, but you're right. I mean, we got to be calm here. There's still 3:12 on the clock, and your defense has got to stop them. We come out, get the ball to start the second half. No score, 3:12 to go in the first half. Wakulla with the football from their own 15. They run a little pop pass to the receiver coming around like a jet sweep, but it's just a little pass play, and the Cats defend it well, a 1-yard gain.
Yeah, this Cat defense has stayed home and did a good job containing the edges tonight so far.
The Cat defense, I think, has played really well. I mean, they had one drive, Kyle. The deepest they had was the last possession when they got down to the Wildcat 23. We stopped them on fourth down, but other than that one possession, it's been a great performance by this defense.
Oh, yeah, this Wakulla team puts up a lot of points. You go back and look at their games this year, man.
They scored 38 on Godby.
Yeah, they scored 38 last week and lost in double overtime.
Second down play, second down and 10. Running back comes out in motion, no backs in the backfield. Cleef's going to fire one down the left sideline, looking for his receiver here, and he fires it out of bounds. Great coverage over here by Thomas on the back end.
Yep, we've been giving a lot of one-on-one on this back end over here. I was waiting on him to take a shot. Good job by Thomas on that play.
That play had no chance of being completed, Kyle. He threw it 10 yards out of bounds. But the coverage was there anyway to run the receiver to the sideline. So
another big third down, Mike.
Third down and 10 now. With 2.5 minutes, we might get a chance for a 2-for-1, Kyle, if we can get the ball back after this play. Cleef's going to fire one left side. Catch is made at the 20. He makes a man miss there, and he gets out across the 30, so much for that. First down, Wakulla out to the 30-yard line.
Pitch and catch out here, man. Just a little 7-yard hitch. We got to come up and make the tackle, and we just didn't make it that time.
He needed to make a man miss on the edge, and he got the man to miss right at the line of scrimmage. Now we're at the 30-yard line. That was number 7. That is Arian Thomas on the catch just a moment ago. First down play now. First down play for Wakulla. Cleese fires one underneath. Catch is made, but he's not going to get much yardage as Hudson Hodges forces him out at the 21-yard line as we get just to 2 minutes to go here in the first half.
Both teams got 2 timeouts left, Mike.
Both teams with 2 timeouts. The clock sits on 2 minutes, so deuces are wild here as we get down. And guess what, Kyle? It's second down.
Deuces are wild.
Deuces are wild.
Looks like Deuces been wild a lot for some of them NBA players and coaches.
Ooh.
They got a big thing going on, don't they?
I don't know if we're allowed to talk about that.
No, let's stay away from that one.
Second down 9. Cleese in the shotgun here. And now you're going to get a flag down before the play, and they're going to call Wildcats for offsides again.
Yeah, we cannot line up offsides. Coach Candy's got to figure that out real quick. That's twice tonight that we've lined up offsides before the snap.
Yeah, I mean, that's before the offensive line even gets set. They're calling offsides on us. Somebody must have just stood down across the line. Second down now. Second down and a short 5 for Wakulla. Cleese is going to look to throw. He's got good time. He fires one out there late. The catch is made. Tackle going to be made shy of the first down. A nice job by the Wildcat defense rallying to the ball. It'll be 3rd and 1.
Yeah, that's Kinghorn that slowed him up. Then Anthony Williams come over there and clean it up. Good hustle by the Wildcat defensive lineman, Anthony Williams, right there to come make that tackle.
Clock never ran on that play, Kyle. It just started running now. The clock was sitting on 2 minutes the whole time that play ran, and now the official is stopping play here so he can get the clock right. That was...
I'm not sure he knows where it's supposed to be anyway.
Well, it's got to be better than it was. They're going to mark it all the way to 145. So he fixed the issue. That clock never ran on that play. Here we go, 145 to go, and the clock should run. And now the clock will run. All right, 145. Now they started. 3rd down and 1. Cleese in the shotgun takes the snap, handoff straight ahead, and the Cats hit him right at the line of scrimmage. And I don't think he got it, but the judge on the far side over there gave him the 41-yard line, my goodness.
Yeah, this one's at the 40, that one's at the 41. They give him some.
I don't think Brock or Coach Kennedy is making friends with that guy on the far sideline over there.
No, I don't think there's nothing friendly being told over there.
Under 1.5 to go here in the first half of play. Wakulla has the football, first down at their own 41-yard line. No score in the football game. Cleese fires it right side. He was looking for 14, Wyatt Brown. And again, incomplete over there. He's looked for Wyatt Brown all night. That's about his 7th target tonight. He's made a couple of catches, but that one incomplete.
Yep, that's definitely his guy. That's his go-to guy. We had Hudson Hodges on him that time. Hudson Hodges has been on him most of the game. They're taking 10 out here. No, he's coming to the sideline to get the play. I was about to say.
I don't think that. I mean, that's their guy. I don't think he's coming out.
Let's see if they don't take a big shot here, Mike. I'd expect to see something. You got trips on this side with 14 in slot.
Second down and 10. No score from Wakulla High School. Cleese takes the drop. He's looking down the sideline. He's got single coverage out there, but now safety help comes over. The pass goes incomplete. The Wildcats, a nice job that time. Is that Marlon Gibbons over there?
No, that's Dupree and Zeke.
Zeke Taylor and Keldon Dupree on the coverage. I thought I saw 4, but it was the 14. Sorry.
Another big 3rd down for the Cat defense. So you got a minute 04 left with 2 timeouts. So let's see what they do. Let's see what Wakulla does there. Are they going to run the ball, or will they try to get a first down here?
Yeah, I mean, 3rd down and 10. I'd run the football, run as much clock off as I can if I'm them. But knowing what they've done tonight, they're probably going to throw it or let the quarterback draw. Here, 3rd down play. Cleese rolls to his left. He's looking to throw. He's under pressure. Now he's going to scramble out. He's got room. 45. Cleese has got midfield. He's inside Wildcat territory. Kinghorn hits him down over there at the 46-yard line. It'll stop the clock with 53 seconds to go.
That's Rhett Roden from his safety spot. He's getting up limping. He's had a bad hamstring, Mike. That's what that quarterback can do, man, when you want to be scared. When he just makes things happen with his feet. He rolls all the way to the left and goes back to the right and takes off for 20 yards.
Yeah, and I got to be honest with you, Kyle. He made the yardage that he got look really easy to get, if that makes sense.
Yeah, he did.
He kind of glided out there. First down and 10 from the 46-yard line. Is glided a word? Glided? Okay. I looked that one up. First down and 10. They pass it to the right side. Interception. Wildcats get an interception. and he's down the sideline, 40, 35, 30, 25-yard line. Was that Dupree?
What a play by the freshman, Keldon Dupree.
Oh, my goodness.
He jumps the hitch route and takes it 30 yards down the sideline. I wish he would have scored, but we are in business with 43 seconds left.
Well, I mean, we're in Brock Boatwright territory already. That was Keldon Dupree all the way, Kyle. He stepped in front of the receiver, batted the ball to himself, makes the catch in the air, broke free from the tackle right at the point of the attack, and gets all the way to the 25-yard line. What a play by Keldon Dupree.
And we've kind of been waiting on that all year from this kid. We all know how special he is. They wouldn't have better time to make a play than right now.
What a play. That's a highlight reel play for Keldon Dupree here, and the Wildcats have a chance now. Kyle, I said we might get a chance 2 for 1. We've got it, 43 seconds left. We will get the ball to start the second half, so now the Cats are going to move it left to right across your radio dial from the 25-yard line.
Yeah, we got to find a way to get points there.
We got 2 timeouts left.
We do.
Register in the shotgun. Register takes the snap, going to run it himself. Register's going to be inside the 25, down to the 21, close to the 20-yard line, 5 yards. Coach Kennedy may call timeout here. He will. He's calling. He's jumping up and down asking for timeout.
You can't get the referee to even look at him over there.
It's about 4. Kind of like that law enforcement officer that was in the parking lot with us earlier tonight, Kyle. After
he gave you
he just gave me the cold shoulder, didn't he?
He did. He wouldn't let us pull back here and park where we wanted to park.
Normally, where I go, I get some clout, and I can kind of talk my way into going somewhere. And he told me to park there, and he walked away.
That's always as close as you're gonna get. That's what he told us. So we made a little tread up here to the booth.
He didn't have any more time for me.
No, I didn't want to end up in Wakulla's jail over here tonight. So
he just didn't know who I was, Kyle. He didn't know.
Surely not.
Half a minute to go in the first half. There's been no score, but the excitement is growing here as we get towards the end of the half. The Wildcats got the first big turnover of the half. Keldon Dupree stepped in front of that pass from Owen Cleese, made a great interception, and now the Cats have 2nd and 6 from the 21 of Wakulla.
We don't have it one more timeout, so I'll be interested to see what Coach Candy calls there.
I mean, I'm throwing the football here. You got Dupree out here on the edge. Send him to the end zone. 2nd down play, 2nd down and 6. Delano Ruiz is going to get hit behind the line of scrimmage. And he fumbled the football, but they were going to blow it dead. I got to tell you, that's not the play I'd have ran, but I'm not the coach.
We're just playing for a field goal. I don't understand that.
Well, now the clock's still running. We haven't called timeout or anything.
He's going to call timeout with about 3 seconds left, and we're going to kick it.
28. That was a tough one, but it's tough. We lost about 7 yards on the play, but, I mean, I don't think I'm sweating this for Boatwright's distance, but the ball is all the way on the right hash now, so the angle is not great.
No, it's not just you don't want to lose yards there if you're just planning on running football. Me, I'm throwing the ball there and having a chance to stop the clock, but we did what we did. Now let's make the kick.
Yeah, we're set up. We can take the lead at halftime here and get the ball to start the second half. So nothing's lost here. Just tough way to end right there. I tell you, I would have liked to have seen, and this is one of those things you go back in hindsight for sure, Kyle, but I would have liked to have seen call timeout, be able to center the ball, but you don't have another timeout to stop it after that, so really that wouldn't work either. So we're going to have to take what we got.
That snap's been low all night on these on punts now, so we'll see.
Yeah, I think Boatwright punted 3 times, and I think he scooped it off the ground all 3 times. Hudson registers back there to hold. Brock Boatwright is going to kick one from the 34-yard line, but it's all the way on the right hash, so he's going to have to hook this thing into the uprights. From the 34, this is going to be a 44-yard attempt. Hudson register, the holder. The snap is on the way. It's set down, and Boatwright's got his foot into it. It's low, and it's not going to get there. I don't know if maybe somebody got a hand on that, but it just didn't come out of there very good.
No, and losing them yardage on that play, on that run play, come back to hurt you there.
Into the half, and the Wildcats are going to go to the halftime locker room tied with Wakulla. No score in the ball game. Cats come up empty there on a 44-yard field goal attempt to close the half. But Keldon Dupree, with that play that he made towards the end of the half there, stopped Wakulla from scoring any points in the first half. So not necessarily for naught, as the Wildcats and Wakulla tied up at halftime. We'll come back. We're going to take about a 5-minute break. We're going to have our Baker County Farm Bureau halftime report when we come back in just a few moments. We'll talk about the first half here tonight. We'll talk about the second half upcoming. And we'll talk a little bit of college football, maybe some NFL, Kyle, and you can check on the World Series and give us an update on that starts tonight out in Toronto. So we'll be back in just a minute. You're listening to Wildcat Football on WFBB.
Have you ever thought about cleaning out your garage or wonder what you need to do with all those aluminum cans or scrap metal you've got laying around in the backyard? Well, look no further. You just need to load it up and head to American Recycling. Tim Hughes owns and operates American Recycling on Woodlawn Road in McClenny, Florida. They're open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., and on the second and fourth Saturdays of every month from 9 a.m. to noon. Stop by and see Tim and maybe even cash in on that stuff you've got laying around. Tim and American Recycling say, go Wildcat. Baker County Farm Bureau wants to wish the Baker County Wildcats much success this football season. Baker County Farm Bureau, specializing in auto insurance, homeowners insurance, along with life insurance. To get started with Farm Bureau, contact Jack Baker or Justin Webb at 259-6332. That's 259-6332.
Hi, this is Larry Birkins of Birkins Chevrolet in McClenny. It is truly an honor to help make these Wildcat radio broadcasts possible. Birkins Chevrolet with sales and service 6 days a week. Cars, trucks, SUVs, certified used cars. We help customers establish or reestablish credit. Thank you, Wildcat fans. From Larry Birkins at Birkins Chevrolet, US 90 in the heart of McClenny.
Online at BirkinsChevy.com.
For over 50 years, Dependable Heating and Air Conditioning has been serving the community of McClenny. They provide quality air conditioning, HVAC, and electrical work to the residents of McClenny and the surrounding areas. The phone number for Dependable Heating and Air Conditioning is 259-6546. Oscar and Susie Gray would like to say, go Wildcats. Again, that's Dependable Heating and Air Conditioning, 259-6546.
Dual State Real Estate is a proud supporter of Wildcat football. We offer home and land sales as well as property management in Florida and Georgia. Come in for a free consultation and we'll show you how to get up to 16% more for your property. Mention this ad and we'll give you free buyer representation. Don't hesitate. Call Dual State, owned and operated by Sabrina Thrift. Call us today at 904-397-0263 or check us out at dualstaterealestate.com. We'll give you service you deserve from people you can trust. And at Dual State Real Estate, we are always Wildcat proud.
Foster's General Contracting and Plumbing is located in Glen St. Mary, building trust with quality work and dependability. Wildcat Radio is happy to be partnered with Robbie Foster and Foster's General Contracting this year. Foster's General Contracting and Plumbing, your hometown full-service plumbing and general contracting company. We're here to serve all your new construction or remodeling needs, both residential and commercial. Do you have plumbing needs? We do service calls and offer free estimates for any repair, big or small. Call us anytime, 904-653-1136. That's Foster's General Contracting. You can also go online to fostersgeneralcontracting.com. Locally owned and operated and has proudly served Baker County since 2006. Let's go Wildcats. Tailored Healthcare Clinic right there in McClenny on South 5th Street. 259-5929 is the number. They offer primary care, traditional primary care services through the insurance, direct primary care memberships for an affordable monthly plan. They've got lots of different services they offer. Hormone replacements, one of the things they do, medical weight loss, aesthetic treatments, including Botox. Give them a call, 259-5929.
Have you ever thought about cleaning out your garage or wonder what you need to do with all those aluminum cans or scrap metal you've got laying around in the backyard? Well, look no further. You just need to load it up and head to American Recycling. Tim Hughes owns and operates American Recycling on Woodlawn Road in McClenny, Florida. They're open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., and on the second and fourth Saturdays of every month from 9 a.m. to noon. Stop by and see Tim and maybe even cash in on that stuff you've got laying around. Tim and American Recycling say, go Wildcat. Baker County Farm Bureau wants to wish the Baker County Wildcats much success this football season. Baker County Farm Bureau, specializing in auto insurance, homeowners insurance, along with life insurance. To get started with the Farm Bureau, contact Jack Baker or Justin Webb at 259-6332. That's 259-6332.
Hi, this is Larry Birkins of Birkin Chevrolet in McClenny. It is truly an honor to help make these Wildcat radio broadcasts possible. Birkin Chevrolet with sales and service 6 days a week. Cars, trucks, SUVs, certified used cars. We help customers establish or reestablish credit. Thank you, Wildcat fans. From Larry Birkins at Birkin Chevrolet, US 90 in the heart of McClenny.
Online at BirkinChevy.com.
And we welcome you back here to Wakulla, Florida. Side of tonight's matchup between the Baker County Wildcats on the road tonight at Wakulla High School to take on the War Eagles from Wakulla. And Mike Cruz, Kyle Davis here to bring you all the action, 2025 Baker County High School football. And that first half of football was exciting, Kyle, but no points. No points for either football team. We go to the locker rooms at halftime, knotted up at 0. Yep, a good defensive struggle, or defensive, I guess, battle, as you'd call it. And, hey, Wildcats had chances, man, to make plays. And a few flags, a few missteps here and there, but we had chances to bust a few plays to get points on the board, just didn't do it. We get the ball coming out, hey, got to go score. A lot of punts in that first half. I think the Wildcats punted 3 times and Wakulla punted 4 times. We had a chance there at the last possession as Wakulla threw an interception. Actually, a great play by Keldon Dupree, freshman cornerback over there, made a wonderful interception, ran it all the way back to the 25. We had a chance for a 44-yard field goal as time expired, Kyle, but no good. So here we sit 0-0 at halftime. The Wildcats get the ball to start the second half. Just give me a couple keys to the game, Kyle, as you've seen this thing play out. What do the Wildcats need to do in the second half to take control of this game?
I think on defense, keep doing what you've been doing, man. Keep Wakulla in front of you. Don't give up the big play. I think you got to watch that quarterback. He's been dangerous. He'll take off. You know he can run. You know he's a good athlete. On offense, you just got to find a way to we got to get first downs, control the ball, keep their offense off the field. I think that's going to be the biggest key to the second half.
I couldn't agree more. I'd love to see in a game that hasn't had a score yet. I'd love to see the Cats just come out on the first drive of the second half, maybe get a big play or two, but have just a big drive, go down the field, take a touchdown lead. Put the pressure on Wakulla.
And I'd like to see a 12 play. Let's take up half the quarter, 12 plays, 13 plays, and go score a touchdown.
And put pressure on them. You got to put the pressure on the opponent, especially when you're on the road at their place. They just had about a 10-minute deal here where they recognize all their senior football players at halftime. So
they did. So it's going to be a little longer halftime. But hey, the first half was an hour long. Mike. We started at 7, and it's not even 8 o'clock yet.
And we're going to make up for it with the halftime. It looks like the band's just coming on the field.
Well, they always get us
one way or the other, right?
Always.
Want to thank the Wildcat fans back at home listening in to the Wildcat radio broadcast tonight. Our buddy John Meadows, our buddy Corey back there at Glen Baptist Church, keeping us on the air. Pastor Chaz Rowland and Glen Baptist Church, and their ability to maintain this ministry. 97.5 FM WFBB keeps Wildcat football on the air each and every year, and we appreciate them for that. But we also appreciate our sponsors for making it possible. All the sponsor money for Wildcat Football Radio goes back to the Wildcat Athletic Program, which is something we're really proud of. So I want to thank all the folks that sponsor the radio broadcast to make it possible for us to keep this thing on the air. And with that being said, I'll mention one of them being Baker County Farm Bureau. My buddy Jack Baker, Justin Webb down there at Farm Bureau, and huge Wildcat fans. We talked to his son Jackie this afternoon on the way over here, and one of the things that folks are excited about, Kyle, is the fact that, hey, Wakulla got a big win against Godby. They're only 5-3, though. We're 4-4. And the way the Wildcats are playing here tonight, we could come out of here with a win in the district championship.
Yep, and to explain that a little bit to y'all, it goes off a point system. So if there's not a 3-way tie, Kansas City tiebreaker don't do it anymore. So everything's about points. So we're not far behind Wakulla in points now. So beating them tonight, everybody thinks we will jump them, which would give us the tiebreaker for the district championship.
Now the key that you just said there, the key though with that is we have to win the game. Yep. Wakulla, if they win the game, will be undefeated in the district, and therefore they would be district champions. So,
Exactly.
So second half of football, 24 minutes of football to find out who's going to represent the district as district champion. So good chance for the Cats here in the second half. We get the ball to start. And like I said, I'd love to see us go down and do something with the football to start this second half. Kyle, I asked you a trivia question before we broke a moment ago, and there's all this talk about college football coaches, and you've seen a couple of them fired here early on in the year. Penn State got rid of their guy, James Franklin. Florida got rid of their guy, Billy Napier. If you'd have dropped me off right down the road, I'd have got rid of ours, too. I'd have fired Norvell for you, but you wouldn't take me by his house. Well, the point is, there's going to be some coaching vacancies here, and all the fan bases, all the fan bases for these teams, they clamor for the big guy. Who's the big guy? Who's the big guy? Who do we want, Well, I made a point to tell you, in college football right now, there's well over 100 football teams within college football, and out of all those coaches, out of all those teams and all those coaches, there's only 3 guys that are out there right now that are actively coaching within college football that have won a national championship. Kyle, can you tell me who they are?
I can. I'm not going to lie and say I didn't have a little help from the text line over here, but that would be Ryan Day of Ohio State, Dabo Sweeney at Clemson, and who's the other one? It would be, I got to go back to the text line here.
You had them just a moment ago.
Oh, Kirby. I'm not leaving Kirby Smart out. These Georgia guys are going to kill me. Georgia national championships used to be nothing I knew anything about. So Kirby's got them turned around.
So my point is this: there's not a lot of guys out there with a ton of national championships that are waiting to just come and coach some of these other teams, right? So you're going to have to find guys that haven't done it, guys that are up and comers, guys that whatever. I mean, there's only one of those 3 guys that you mentioned that's having a bad year, and that's Swinney over there at Clemson. So
he's getting a lot of pressure.
He's getting pressure. So those 3 guys, though, between Clemson, Georgia, and Ryan Day at Ohio State, those are the only 3 active coaches that have won a national championship. And I'll tell you this, Kirby Smart ain't going nowhere. Ryan Day ain't going nowhere. So you got to look at some other guys somewhere else. And, to me, this is just me now. I would have gotten rid of Billy Napier a long time ago. But for the team to stay intact and to try to get some positive momentum, I almost would have let him just finish coaching, or at least get down towards the end of the year. I think they might have fired him a little too early in the season because guess what, Kyle? Nobody that's coaching a team right now can declare that they're going to take a job. They just can't do it. They'd get run out of town. So you're going to hear all kind of speculation, who's got the job, who's this, that, and the other. But I'm telling you right now, you're not going to know until much later in the year.
No, you're not. I mean, and everybody knows Florida's going after Lane Kiffin, and they're probably going to make the playoffs. I mean, they got Oklahoma tomorrow, but I think there's a lot of noise over there, and I don't know how that's going to go for them. Ole Miss, they mess around and lose tomorrow. He's going to hear a lot of noise in the system. So,
well, he came out and said he's going to address the rumors with his players, and what he's going to try to do, whether or not Lane Kiffin's really seriously thinking about the Florida job or not, like I said, we're not going to know that till way later. Right. So he's got to do something to keep his players excited about playing this football game. They've got a game on the road tomorrow. They're 6-1, and they've got Oklahoma 6-1 high noon ball game tomorrow. Kyle, do you think he can keep them focused on the job at hand and go take down the Sooners?
I do, but I think a lot of people in Ole Miss know what's going to happen already. All he's got to do to quiet the rumors is sign the contract extension with Ole Miss that's already been offered. He's not going to sign that because he's leaving. Everybody knows it. But I think they beat Oklahoma tomorrow. I just think they're a better team.
Oklahoma is a 5.5-point favorite. Does that surprise you?
Very shocking to me. But in Oklahoma, it's a tough place to play.
Alabama with a one-loss season so far, keeping this in the SEC right now. Alabama on the road at South Carolina. Did they keep rolling and get the job done at South Carolina?
Yeah, that's a blowout. Not even close.
Missouri is 6-1. Vanderbilt ranked in the top 10 for the first time since who knows. Vanderbilt 6-1. Missouri's one of those teams, but they got to go on the road to Vandy and Nashville. Can Missouri go on the road and take Vanderbilt down? Vanderbilt's a 3-point favorite.
Yep. I like Vandy in this game just because I like Vandy's quarterback, man. He makes plays. That guy's special. I like watching him play, and I like Vanderbilt being at home. It's hard to say a home field advantage for Vanderbilt, but they got it going right now. I love their coach, and I think they keep rolling tomorrow.
Well, it may not be a huge home field advantage, but it's not going to Missouri to play the game. So at least you get to play in front of your home crowd. Last game in the SEC we'll talk about here, number 3, Texas A&M. This is a team that nobody's really talking about, Kyle. They're 7-0. They're number 3 in the country, Texas A&M goes on the road tomorrow night, a place that's tough to play, Baton Rouge, but the Tigers reeling a little bit. They got 2 losses, one of those to Vanderbilt that we just talked about. Can Texas A&M go on the road, stay undefeated, and take down the Tigers at night?
I think they do. I think, like I said, I think Texas A&M's just a better team. I've watched them a few times this year. I like their quarterback. He makes plays, and I just think Texas A&M defense and Mike Elko is going to be too much for LSU.
Indiana, number 2 in the country, Kyle. Moving over to the Big Ten, talking about the Big Ten for just a moment. Indiana is number 2 in the nation. I don't know if you knew that or not, but they're 7-0 on the season. UCLA started the year out 0-4. And then out of nowhere, they've won 3 games in a row. Can UCLA go over there and do anything with the Hoosiers?
No, UCLA's ride's coming to an end, Mark. The Hoosiers are going to walk away out big out of that one. I do like the coach, the Newhouse kid. He's won 3 games in a row. He did something with that team, so pretty impressive.
Not a lot of 25 matchups in the Big Ten. The only other game of note, Wisconsin and Oregon, but Wisconsin not having a Wisconsin-type year. They're 2-5 on the year, so I'd say Oregon's got that one covered.
Oh, yeah.
Within the ACC tomorrow, Kyle, a little bit closer to home, Virginia Tech is battling California tonight. Virginia Tech's got a 10-0 lead on that game in the first quarter of that ball game. Inside the ACC tomorrow, Georgia Tech is the 7-0 team, another team that we wouldn't say is in the top 10. They are. They're number 7 in the country, and they're hosting Syracuse tomorrow. Does Georgia Tech make it 8-0?
They make it 8-0. That's going to be a big showdown with Tech and Georgia at the end of the year.
Miami hasn't traveled outside the state of Florida to play a football game. They're getting ready to play their 7th game tomorrow. They've got Stanford. Stanford just got a win against FSU last week. Can they go over here and make it 2 in a row against teams from Florida?
No, Miami wins by 30.
Miami by 30. There you go. We'll talk a little bit more college football next week. We've got Florida-Georgia game, of course, next week, and we'll get ready for that one and see what the experts think about that ball game. My early prediction is I'm not real sure what that game is going to look like just yet, with the Gators having an interim coach and not real sure what that locker room's like down there right now. So hard one to call right there. But next week we'll talk about it, and we'll talk about some more big games next week as we get. Can you believe it? We're getting down toward the second half of the college football season. High school football, only 1 more week to go.
Yep, like I said, we was talking about on the way over here, man. That just flies by. It feels like it was opening week of high school just a few days ago, man. It's gone. So Wildcats fighting for their playoff life tonight. I mean, it's quite honestly, you win, you make the playoffs tonight. You lose, Mike, and you're playing next week, and that's probably it.
And yeah, then we got to see. So, Kyle, let me just tell you this. You know, last little note here on our Baker County Farm Bureau halftime report. The Jaguars, the last time we talked, man, they were 4-1. When we talked, they were 4-1. I told you in that locker room that night that I thought the Seahawks would win in Jacksonville. They did. Then they go overseas to take on the Rams, and they lost 2 in a row. So the Jaguars now 4-3, and a lot of people questioning some things now after they started 4-1. Now they're 4-3. Can they right the ship and get this thing back on track?
I think they will. I really like the coach. I think they just had the Rams are a good football team. They went over there and they just that game got away from them. Seahawks was a good game, had a chance at the end, but defense, I like the coach, and I feel like the Jaguars are a lot better than they was last year. So we'll see. I think they're right the ship though.
That may be. It'll be interesting to see. I think they're off this week, so
they are.
They'll take their little London vacation that they took and take a week off to think about it and come back next week, and we'll talk more about them. And Kyle, the last thing, you know, the Dodgers made their way through the National League pretty easily, handling teams from the National League, and they sat there and waited a 7-game series between the Mariners and the Blue Jays to find out who they would play in the World Series. Who you got? You got Dodgers, you got Blue Jays.
Well, I'm taking the Dodgers just because I was pulling for the Mariners and my boy Cal Raleigh to get it done, but I don't like the Blue Jays because they knocked them out of the playoffs. So I hope the Dodgers win it all, and I think they will. I think the Dodgers win. I think the Dodgers probably win that pretty quickly. I'd say 4-1.
Yeah, I mean, the thing I look at is who's got the best roster, right? You look at this Dodger roster, man, they're just loaded. They're loaded with guys. You got Ohtani right there at the top of the lineup. Then you don't go very far, and you got Mookie Betts, and you got Freddie Freeman. You just got guys all down that lineup that can make things happen for the Dodgers. I like their lineup.
I do too. I just think they're a better team. But hey, hats off to the Blue Jays for getting there. So
they won a tough competitive battle between the Blue Jays and the Mariners to get there. Mariners had your guy Cal Riley. He got a couple home runs there in that stretch coming down the way, but they just couldn't quite get it done.
No, not quite, and that's how baseball is. Sometimes it's hard to win them all. You just got to win the ones that matter.
I'll take the Dodgers, too. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout. You've been listening to the Florida Farm Bureau halftime report here, sponsored by our Baker County Farm Bureau right there in McClenny, Florida. I want to thank the folks for listening in. The score right now, 0-0, as both teams get ready to come out for the second half. So we'll take 2 minutes here, and we'll come back with the kickoff of the second half on WFBB 97.5 FM.
For over 50 years, Dependable Heating and Air Conditioning has been serving the community of McClenny. They provide quality air conditioning, HVAC, and electrical work to the residents of McClenny and the surrounding areas. The phone number for Dependable Heating and Air Conditioning is 259-6546. Oscar and Susie Gray would like to say, go Wildcats. Again, that's Dependable Heating and Air Conditioning, 259-6546. Dual State Real Estate is a proud supporter of Wildcat football. We offer home and land sales as well as property management in Florida and Georgia. Come in for a free consultation and we'll show you how to get up to 16% more for your property. Mention this ad and we'll give you free buyer representation. Don't hesitate. Call Dual State. Owned and operated by Sabrina Thrift. Call us today at 904-397-0263 or check us out at dualstaterealestate.com. We'll give you service you deserve from people you can trust. And at Dual State Real Estate, we are always Wildcat proud.
Did you know that walking just 10,000 steps a day helps keep you healthy? And it's easy. 20 minutes of grocery shopping is 1,600 steps. Daily housework is 270. Taking a half-hour walk during lunch, around 4,000 steps. You can see how this adds up. 10,000 steps will find you a healthy weight and even reduce your risk of heart disease, diabetes, and stroke. Feeling healthier starts with the first step. A message from the Florida Department of Health.
And we welcome you back to the start of the second half here. And Kyle, not exactly what the coaches were drawing up there, as the Wildcats just watched a kickoff from Wakulla hit at the 20-yard line. And Kyle, that's a free ball. I don't think the Wildcat players realize that. And Wakulla goes down there and scoops the football off the turf, and they're going to have it. First down and 10 at the Wildcat 22-yard line. That is not what you wanted to do to start the second half.
That's an unexplainable mistake. Man, you got to go get the football. We've talked about it all night.
That ball was just kicked down there, hits at the 22. Wildcat players just standing around. Nobody went for the football. Wakulla's got it. First and 10 at the Wildcat 22-yard line to start the second half. We should have had the ball to start the half, and they get it on the turnover. Cleese is going to run it. He runs to the left side. He's inside the 20 and down to the 15 and close to the 10-yard line. And Wakulla takes the ball here, and they're going to have a first and goal inside the 10.
Yep. No, that's not what you want, how you want to start the second half if you're a Wildcat fan.
Really a disastrous play. I mean, you cannot let the other team take the football away from you there. First down play now, first and goal. Cleese going to run it again. This time he's going to get hit hard. Hudson Hodges and others come up and make the hit on Cleese and push him back at the 10-yard line, so second and goal from there.
Yep, got to find a way to get a stop if your Cats here, kind of turn this momentum, because we give it all to them right here starting the second half.
Yeah, that was a disastrous play to open this second half of play. 11:22 to go, third quarter. No score in the ball game, but now Wakulla squarely knocking on the door. Second down and goal coming up.
Watch 14 out here in the slot on the high side.
That's Wyatt Brown. They've been looking at him all night long. Now he lines up over there a little bit further out on the right side. Second down play. Cleese takes the snap, looking to throw. Fires it left side out of the backfield is Washington, but he is drilled immediately as Washington made the catch, and that was Brown or Thomas that came up and hit him.
That's a great play by three. He come up and just drilled the guy there. Great stop. Big third down here for the Wakulla War Eagles.
If the Wildcats could somehow stop and get a field goal opportunity here, that would be somewhat of a win.
Huge win if you hold them to a field goal there.
Third down play, third down and goal now. Wakulla is at the 7-yard line of the Wildcats. Cleese is going to send 3 receivers to the right side. He's got Washington in the backfield with him. On third down, watch the draw here. Sends Washington in motion, no backs, and there goes the quarterback draw right up the middle through the 5 to the 3-yard line. The Eagles on the ground. The Wildcats are going to get the ball back. Wow, just what the doctor ordered there. Hey, 2 turnovers here to start the second half, 1 our way, 1 their way. So great stop by the Wildcat defense again. They ran the quarterback draw. He got to the 5 and was fighting for extra yards there. The Wildcats poked it out, and somebody jumped on it right around the 5-yard line. Huge play for the Cats defense. Isn't that just how we drew it up? We were going to take it 1st and 10 at the 7 to start the second half. Is that how we drew it up? We'll take it right now. Oh, my goodness. Both teams with a critical mistake. The Wildcats let them get the kickoff, and then a critical mistake by their quarterback when they're trying to take the lead in the game. Still no score. Wildcats from the 7-yard line. Register in shotgun. First down play, going to hand it off. No, Register keeps it himself. He's across the 10, and he's across the 15, and Hudson Register on first down is going to get 12 yards out near the 20-yard line. Which is a huge play. That's huge to get some breathing room out of your own territory right there. Big play on first down by a little quarterback draw. It was on read by Hudson Register, and just big yards, 12 yards on the play. First and 10 from the 20-yard line now. The Wildcats dodge a huge bullet to open the half there. As Wakulla had a 1st and goal inside the 10-yard line, we get the big turnover. Here we go. Register in the shotgun. First down and 10. This time he does hand off to Ruiz, and Ruiz, a shoestring tackle there. He's going to fall ahead for a couple of yards. He had a crease. He seems to be slipping on cuts, and that's the second or third time I've seen him slip on this turf field out there. Looked like he had a crease there in the middle. Could have made some room, but somebody got him by the shoestring and brings him down a 2-yard gain. 2nd down and 8 now, Cats. Nothing ball game. 9:20 and counting to go in the third quarter. Yeah, we need a big play. Somebody's got to step up and make a play here for the Cats. Register in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the left side. He's going to fire it that way. Rhett Roden makes a catch. He's at the 25 to the 30. Roden out across the 35-yard line, and a first down for the Wildcats. That's the play for the Cats that you're looking for. A great play by Rhett Roden. He fell on his shoulder there. I hope it's just the breath knocked out on him. I hope it's not a shoulder injury. He was tackled hard on the play. Just a quick hitter that time. Register got the ball fired to the left side. Rhett Roden made the catch, got upfield, got to the 35-yard line for a first down for the Wildcats. But, as you said, he's being tended to there. 9:08 to go, third quarter. No score in this football game. And both teams kind of kicking themselves right now, Kyle. The Wildcats had a chance right before halftime to kick a field goal to take the lead in the ball game. We didn't make the field goal. It was no good, so we didn't score. Then Wakulla comes out here. A great kickoff. They just landed the ball where nobody was, and the Wildcats didn't go get it. And so Wakulla had a chance, 1st and goal, and they end up fumbling. So now, towards the end of the half, we had an interception, and now they fumbled the football. So 2 turnovers here. This game's getting a little tight. Yeah, it's getting tight for sure. It's going to be what team can make the least mistakes. And, hey, we're driving here. I like the drive so far by the Wildcat offense. Rhett Roden went out there, so hopefully he's all right. Now the Wildcats come back, line it up. 3 receivers on the high side of the field. It's first down and 10 from their own 35-yard line. Hudson Register in the shotgun, takes the snap. Foster's General Contracting and Plumbing is located in Glen St. Mary, building trust with quality work and dependability. Wildcat Radio is happy to be partnered with Robbie Foster and Foster's General Contracting this year. Foster's General Contracting and Plumbing, your hometown full-service plumbing and general contracting company. We're here to serve all your new construction or remodeling needs, both residential and commercial. Do you have plumbing needs? We do service calls and offer free estimates for any repair, big or small. Call us anytime, 904-653-1136. That's Foster's General Contracting. You can also go online to fostersgeneralcontracting.com. Locally owned and operated and has proudly served Baker County since 2006. Let's go Wildcat.
You're listening to Wildcat Football on 97.5 FM WFBB. This radio station is a ministry of Glen Baptist Church in Glen St. Mary, Florida. We're blessed to air Baker County Wildcat football live each week. It's our hope that you enjoy the program. We know that life is busy, work, school, football, running errands around. But in the midst of the busyness, we all need a church home that brings the stability upon which you can build your life. If you're looking for a church home where you can grow in Christ and community, we would love to invite you to worship with us every Sunday morning at 10:30 a.m. Check us out on our website at glenbaptist.org or on Facebook, where you can access church info and content and even watch worship services. At Glen, you get dynamic music, gospel-centered expository preaching, and a wonderful faith community. Come grow with us.
Tailored Healthcare Clinic right there in McClenny on South 5th Street. 259-5929 is the number. They offer primary care, traditional primary care services through the insurance, direct primary care memberships for an affordable monthly plan. They've got lots of different services they offer. Hormone replacements, one of the things they do, medical weight loss, aesthetic treatments, including Botox. Give them a call, 259-5929. And we welcome you back to the Wakulla High School matchup with Baker County here. Baker County Wildcat football, 97.5 WFBB. We lost our power in the box, so for the rest of the way, we will bring the game to you, but we lost our power. Sorry for the technical difficulties, folks. But 5:27 to go in the third quarter. No score still in the football game, but the Wildcats marching. Second down and 7 from the Wakulla 29-yard line. Hudson registers in the shotgun. Register takes the snap, fires across the middle. He got hit from behind. He got hit from behind as he was trying to make the throw, and the ball goes incomplete. But the Wildcats with a very impressive drive here, coming all the way from our 7-yard line all the way to the 29 of Wakulla. So now they face a third down and about 7 yards to go. Third down and 7. Wildcats with the football, 29-yard line of Wakulla. Cats need a big play right here. Register in the shotgun, 5:12 to go in the third quarter. We send Rhett Roden in motion. He's going to fake it there. Register with the draw play, and he goes up the middle to the 26. Fourth down. What do we do, Kyle?
It's a big play for the big call for Coach Brock Kennedy right here, Mike. I think 4th and 3. We've already missed the field goal today. No, we're going to go for it.
From here, the Wildcats with the ball at the 26-yard line. It would be about a 44-yard field goal attempt. I think Boatwright's got plenty of leg for that, but Coach Kennedy opting to leave the offense on the field here, and it's 4th down and 4 from the 26-yard line. Register sends a man in motion. That's Rhett Roden, and Register's going to run it himself, and he's going to get tackled close to the line to gain, but he's going to be about a yard short. And the Wildcats are going to turn it over on downs here with 4:22 to go in the third quarter. Tough play call right there for the Cats. They just tried to run the quarterback keeper there, Kyle, and he got 3 yards, but he couldn't get the 4 yards he needed.
Yeah, great effort there by Hudson, and he just, I'll be honest with you, Mike, they made a good play, made a good tackle. He's a few inches short for the first time. I like the call by Coach Kennedy. Play to win the game. A field goal is not a sure thing, so now this defense has got to get another stop.
So we'll reset the ball game here for you. 3:45 to go in the third quarter. No score between Wakulla and Baker County. Baker County just had a great drive come to an end at the 23-yard line. They're going to run the football with Washington. Washington's going to get the 25-yard line, and he'll be stopped there by the Wildcat defense. So short gain for the War Eagles. Wildcats have done a great job on defense tonight, really limiting what the War Eagles can do on offense. And now, after that short first down run, it'll be 2nd down and 7 from the 26-yard line. The Cats just got to find a way to turn these good drives into points. We've had 2 really good opportunities and no points to show for it. 2nd down and 7. Here we go. Cleese is going to roll to his left side. Cleese is going to just run the football. He's running toward the sideline. He gets to the 30-yard line, and he's going to be about 3 yards short of the first down. So they've got a 3rd down and 3 coming up.
30-yard line. Yep, big 3rd down for the Cats defense here, Mike. We've got to find a way to make plays on 3rd down and get off the field. And as an offense, you get opportunities. You've got to figure out how to get points and get in the end zone. So this is a big 3rd down for these Wildcats.
I want to apologize to the Wildcat fans listening in at home. Somehow or another, we lost all power on that last drive, but we're going to keep this thing with you and get this thing to the end here, and hopefully we're able to send home a Wildcat victory to you. Here we go, 3rd down and 3 now for the War Eagles. They line up at the 30-yard line. They need to get out across the 33 for a first down. Cleese in the shotgun, takes the snap. He's just going to run it himself. Hudson Hodges, he makes him miss right at the line of scrimmage, and Cleese is going to get it out to the 37-yard line, and a first down for the War Eagles as they move the chains here with 2:45 to go in the third quarter. First down for Wakulla.
Yeah, Hudson Hodges had a chance there to make the play, Mike. He just had a good play by the quarterback. Their quarterback, number 10, is a good athlete, man. He's hard to wrap up. He's hard to tackle, and he just made a good play there. So, hey, first down here for the War Eagles from their own 37. We need to stop.
And that's the guy that we were talking about the whole time, number 10, Owen Cleese. He made a play there and got the first down. From the 37-yard line, first down now for Wakulla. Cleese, straight drop, looking to throw. He's got good containment. Had to keep him in the backfield for a moment. Now he rolls out to his right. And Taz Kinghorn came up and made a play on the receiver. They're going to throw a flag for pass interference against the Wildcats.
I'm not one to complain about officials, man. They are wrapping 9. Boy just got wrapped up there. We're getting held, and then they're going to call pass interference, man. It was very iffy down the field. Cats haven't got any calls tonight. We're going to need some, because right now we're not getting them.
Tough call goes against the Cats that time. Kinghorn came up and hit the receiver, but I didn't think it was early, and they're going to get a 15-yard penalty that's going to take them to the 48-yard line of the Wildcats. So Owen Cleese and the Wakulla War Eagles now inside Wildcat territory, and they're going to have a 1st and 10 at the Wildcat 48-yard line. 2:12 to go in the third quarter. At the third quarter break, we'll stop for just a moment, take a commercial timeout, and try to get our power back on here. 1st down and 10. Here we go. Cleese in the shotgun. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff. He's going to run it himself. He's going to get pulled down from behind. Was that Josh Chick on the tackle?
Yeah, great play by number 28, Chick, staying home, making a play there, stopping for a gain of 1. We're under 2 minutes left in the third quarter here for the Cats. We're looking for a big stop here.
That's what I call good pursuit right there. Josh Chick comes off the defensive end spot on the right side of the line and just chased down the quarterback. Very short gain, 2 yards, 2nd down and 8 now. Clock running, 1:40 to go in the third quarter. No score here from Wakulla High School. And you're going to get a flag down before the play, and this is going to go against Wakulla. It's going to be a dead ball false start against Wakulla. Back them up 5 yards. So instead of 2nd down and 8 now, they're going to have 2nd down and about 13. The ball all the way back inside War Eagle territory now. 1.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. No score. This game has gone back and forth without any lead changes because obviously there's been no scores, but just back and forth. Both teams with opportunities here to start the second half. Neither team with any points to show for it. 2nd down, 13. Cleese takes the snap, rolling to his left, looking to throw the ball down the field. He's under heavy pressure. Hudson Hodges is going to come in there and get the sack, and he's back there with Anthony Williams. They got him, and that's a big sack for the Cats, and it's going to be a huge 3rd down.
Great play by number 54, Anthony Williams and Hudson Hott. We've called the names on Hudson Register all night long. Big sack and loss of about 17 yards on that play, Matt. It'll bring a big 3rd down and, 25? Huge 3rd down here for the Cats defense.
That's twice tonight in critical situations where the Cats have been able to get a huge sack against Cleese. They kept him contained in the pocket. Hudson Hodges ran him down with the help of Anthony Williams. 3rd down and about 25. They just throw it underneath here. Quick hitter to the left side. Tackle's going to be made right away, and that'll be a 7-yard gain, but way, way short of the line to gain. So they're going to have to send the punt team on here. It'll be 4th down and about 17 to go. They picked up about 7, but the Wildcats just keeping him from getting the 1st down there. We'll get the ball back.
Hats off for this Wildcat defense, Mike, again, coming up, making a big play, a big stop, giving this offense another chance. I think the third quarter is going to run out on us here. We'll go into the fourth quarter, Mike. I'll let you close this up.
That's the end of the third quarter from Wakulla High School. No score in the football game. We've got an exciting fourth quarter coming up for you. We're going to send it back to the station for a 1-minute timeout. We'll come back and bring you all the action here in just a moment. You're listening to 97.5 WFBB.
Have you ever thought about cleaning out your garage or wonder what you need to do with all those aluminum cans or scrap metal you've got laying around in the backyard? Well, look no further. You just need to load it up and head to American Recycling. Tim Hughes owns and operates American Recycling on Woodlawn Road in McClenny, Florida. They're open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., and on the second and fourth Saturdays of every month from 9 a.m. to noon. Stop by and see Tim and maybe even cash in on that stuff you've got laying around. Tim and American Recycling say, go Wildcat. Baker County Farm Bureau wants to wish the Baker County Wildcats much success this football season. Baker County Farm Bureau, specializing in auto insurance, homeowners insurance, along with life insurance. To get started with Farm Bureau, contact Jack Baker or Justin Webb at 259-6332. That's 259-6332.
And we welcome you back here to Wakulla High School. Start of the fourth quarter. The Wildcats are going to have the football pinned deep in our own territory, but we do get the football back. The punt rolls dead at the 3-yard line, and that's that's where the Wildcats will put the ball in play. First down and 10 from the 3-yard line after a 60-yard punt by the quarterback from Wakulla, Owen Cleese. He does everything for that football team. And that time he downs the Wildcats inside the 10-yard line at the 3. So we're going to have a long way to go to get some points. But the Cat offense moved the ball well the last possession. Let's see if we can keep it going. First down and 10 from the 3-yard line. Owen Register in the shotgun. Hudson Register in the shotgun. Takes the snap, going to hand it off to Ruiz, and Ruiz is going to lose yards in the backfield. He's off the yard. It's going to be second down and 11.
You're in dangerous territory right here if you're the Cats. You're down inside your 1-yard line now. You don't want to do nothing crazy to give up points there. This Wildcat defense has fought way too hard to give up points on offense. Got to find a way to get it out of our own territory.
Owen Register used to be a quarterback for the Wildcat football team, but this is Hudson Register's team. So I messed that up. Second down 11 from the 2-yard line now. Cats are going to split 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Register calls for the football, rolls to his right, looks to throw it out there. We've got a catch made and a tackle. Good job by Hudson Hodges. He breaks away 25-30. Hodges to the 45, to the 50. Hudson Hodges all the way to the Wakulla 45-yard line. He just threw it out there to Hodges on a simple screen, and Hudson Hodges did the rest. We're in business.
Great play for the Wildcats. Hudson to Hudson again. We got Hudson Register to Hudson Hodges, and Hudson Hodges did everything else. He made 3 or 4 guys miss. That was a 55-yard gain passing catch for the Wildcats.
That play was all Hudson Hodges as he gets it down to the 44-yard line. It's going to be first down and 10 for the Cats. 10:50 to go. 10:50 to go in the ball game. Hudson Register takes the football, and he's going to be inside the 40-yard line. A gain of about 4 yards on first down for the Cats. Cats are marching with the football. Had the ball at the 3-yard line, and now we're all the way down inside the 39-yard line. That was actually almost a 6-yard gain for Register. Second down, call it 5. Pass to the right side here. You've got 2 guys there. Hudson Register in the shotgun. Second down and 5. Handoff this time going around the right end, and that's going to be swallowed up. Not much of a gain at all. It'll be third down and about 5. Yeah, that was a handoff to Tron Ruiz. But the Tron Ruiz gets stuffed there. We got a big third down coming up by 3rd and 5 here for the Cats. Third down and 5. Wildcats with the football at the 40-yard line. Hudson Register is in the shotgun. We've got 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. 3A. Third down and 5. Hudson Register hands it to Delino Ruiz, yes. All the way down to the 25 and down to the 24-yard line. A great run on third down for Delino Ruiz, and the Wildcats are in business now. It's going to be first down and 10 at the 23.
Great play call there for the Cats. We just run a little zone read, give it off to Ruiz, and he does the rest. Big first down for the Cats, and like Mike said, we're in business. We've got to find a way to punch this in the end zone here for the Cats.
This is the time the Wildcats need to score on this drive. 9:04 to go in the ball game. No score here from Wakulla, but the Cats at the 23-yard line. Hudson Register in the shotgun, takes the snap. He gives it to Ruiz. Ruiz bounces it outside. He's going to get tackled right along the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. They tried to give it to Ruiz that time, bounce it outside, no room to run.
Yeah, every time tonight we've tried to bounce it, Mike. This Wakulla War Eagles, they're too fast going side to side. We got to get it upfield quick. See a hole, hit a hole. Let's go. We've got to score here, Cats.
Big second down coming up for the Cats. We're at the 23-yard line. We should be inside of Brock Boatwright's range here to maybe kick a field goal, but we're thinking touchdown. Second down and 10 from the 23. Register takes the ball. He keeps it himself, and he gets drilled in the backfield. A big play for the Wakulla defense here as we're going to lose 3 yards on the play.
We tried to run a zone read here to the left, and they was all over. We had 3 guys on the quarterback. not much we could do on that. Sets up a big 3rd and 12 for the Cats.
Now the Wildcats need to get some yardage. Whether we get the first down or not, we got to get some yardage just to make this a good opportunity for a field goal. From here, it would be about a 43-yard attempt for Brock Boatwright. He's got the leg for that kind of kick. Wildcats, 7.5 minutes to go on the clock, and it's 3rd down and 13. Register in the shotgun. 3rd down play. Takes the snap. Looks to his left. Throws the football down there. He's got Rhett Roden, but it goes incomplete. The pass might have been just a little bit late. He had Rhett Roden down the middle of the field, and the ball goes incomplete. It'll be 4th down, and here comes Brock Boatwright.
Yeah, it looked like we had Rhett Roden in the seam. A great play by the Wakulla safety to come break it up at the last minute. Throw may have been a little low. He was under pressure, but hey, we're going for a long field goal here, Mike. I don't know if Boatwright's got the leg or not, but it's going to be a good one. Ball's going to be spotted at the 33-yard line. It'll be a 43-yard kick from the right hash. Hudson registers the holder. The snap is back, and the kick is going to be blocked. One of the linemen for Wakulla just got back there and was able to disrupt the kick. Got just enough of a hand on it to block the kick, and it's no good. And the Wildcats now have missed 2 field goals trying to win this game on the road. And the clock's running, and I don't know why. The clock's running under 7 minutes. The band was playing while the Wildcats were trying to run a play that time, and the clock's still running. Yeah, I'm not sure why the clock's running here, Mike, but hey, this Wildcat defense has got to find a way. Hey, maybe we score on defense. We got to find a way to put some kind of points on the board. Offense, we've had too many opportunities inside our territory, and we can't get the job done. Need another stop on defense. The referees are not even going to fix the clock. It ran all the way down to 6:46 to go in the game. Ran about 30 seconds of game clock that time, and they never stopped. Blew the whistle to adjust the clock at all. And now the clock's running under 6.5 minutes to go. A 2-yard gain for Wakulla on first down. They took the ball at their own 20-yard line. It's 1st down and 10, now 2nd down and 8 after the 2-yard gain. You're going to get the mid-quarter timeout here, Kyle. My goodness, this game is wild. What's going on? What do we got to do to win this thing? We got to find a way to score on defense. It looks like it might be our best chance right now. So going here, we're at 6 minutes and 26 seconds left. Big 2nd and 8 for the Cats. And this Wildcat defense has been playing tough all night. We need 6 more minutes of toughness from them. You come out here to the western teams in the state of Florida, Kyle, and you always see some weird things that happen. We just saw 30 seconds run off the clock. The Wildcats were trying to line up to kick a field goal, and the band just kept playing during the entire play. That's not allowed. I don't know why there's not any more control of what's happening on the field, but I don't like it. Now, obviously, that has no bearing on who's winning the football game right now, but those couple of things are just blowing my mind right now for a moment. But on the field, you've got 2nd down and 8 coming up for Wakulla. The Wildcat defense has played a great football game tonight. We've got no score. It's no score as we get down in the late stages of the 4th quarter of tonight's ball game. Wakulla is going to send 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. 2nd down and 8. Owen Cleese, the quarterback, is in the shotgun. He takes the snap. Empty back set now as the running back left the formation. Pass is complete to the right side, but Taz Kinghorn won't let go of the receiver, and he's not going to pick up much yardage, and it's going to be 3rd and long. Yeah, great play. They throw a little swing pass out here in the flats, and Taz Kinghorn makes a great tackle in space. We got a big 3rd and 8 here for the Cats defense. We've been getting off the field all night on 3rd down. We need another big play now. Oh, my goodness. The clock just kind of evaporating here. We're under 6 minutes to go in the ball game. Wildcats on defense. If we can get it back here, we might be able to make a game-winning drive to go win this thing. Let's see. 3rd down. Call it 8. Owen Cleese from the 23-yard line. He's in the shotgun. He takes the snap. Cleese looking to throw. He's under pressure. The Wildcats have got him in the backfield, and we're going to get a sack.
we're going to get a sack in the backfield, and he was being held the whole time, but a great job by the Cats to get back there and make the sack on the quarterback. And was that Josh Chick that made the sack? Yes, Mike, that was Chick with the sack. We've called his name all night. Unfortunately, he's on the ground. I'm hoping it's just a cramp. He's grabbing his leg, so we'll have a pause in action here. Chick was kind of looking like he was calling for somebody to help him right there. I'm not sure what happened. He went down, pulled the quarterback down while he was being blocked. Just a great play by Josh Chick to sack the quarterback on that play with 5:19 to go here. No score. But importantly for the Wildcats, with that sack by Josh Chick, we're going to make them punt the football deep out of their own territory, and the Wildcats are going to get the football with another chance to go win this thing. Kyle, what are you telling Rhett Roden as the punt returner here? We've got to come up and catch the punt. We cannot let it roll another 15, 20 yards. If we got a chance to catch the punt here, catch it. If you can't, get out the way. If we got a chance to catch it, we got to catch the punt. This is going to be huge for a field position for the Wildcats. Great opportunity here today with 5 minutes left to get a score and get ahead in this football game. Great news right there for Josh Chick. Looked like just a leg cramp, Kyle. Looked like maybe the leg just got turned the wrong way there, and he got that Charlie horse, and he's walking off the field now. He's a little ginger, but I think he's going to be all right. It looked like they were just working out a leg cramp there for Josh Chick, but he's going to take a play off here. Rhett Roden's going to go back and return the punt. He's going to stand right around midfield. Owen Cleese is the punter and the quarterback for Wakulla. He's going to stand back at his 5-yard line where he's going to punt this football away. 5:19 on the clock, and the Wildcats and Wakulla still knotted up. No score in this game. I can't believe we played 3.5 quarters and nobody scored. Wildcats have had a couple of chances with field goals and just haven't been able to convert. Rhett Roden is back there to return the punt, and Kyle thinks we got 12 guys on the field. I'm hoping not. He's calling for fair catch, and he will. He'll make the fair catch at the 45-yard line. I'm only counting 11, but I don't know. No flag. First down and 10, Wildcats. We've got the ball at the 45-yard line. What do we got to do here, Kyle? Hey, keep mixing up the run and the pass. You got a big opportunity here to ball around midfield. You got 5 minutes left on the clock. Hey, I say we drive it down here and score with about a minute left and win this football game, Mike. Great opportunity for this Wildcat football team to come all the way over here to Wakulla High School and take a victory away from the War Eagles. No score in the game, but we've got the ball at the 44-yard line. First down and 10 for the Wildcat offense. Hudson Register in the backfield. 2 receivers to the left, 1 back in the backfield with him. Hudson Register, quick pass across the middle is Hudson Hodges. He makes the catch. He's across midfield, and he's across the 45 and down to the 43-yard line, and that is a 13-yard gain on first down for the Wildcats. I like the aggression on the side of Coach Candy and the Wildcat offense here. Just a little tight end hot pass, hit Hudson Hodges over the middle for a big 12-yard gain on first down. Clock's our friend now, Matt. Hey, play the clock, let it run, find a way to poke this in the end zone. All we need is 1 point. We just need 1 point to win the game. Unfortunately, you can't get 1 point. You got to get a touchdown or a field goal. First down and 10 from the 43-yard line. Register takes the snap. Delena Ruiz has got a hole around the left end. He goes from the 43 down to the 36-yard line, 7 yards on first down. Yep, great, good gain on first down by the Cats. Good hard running by Ruiz. If I'm Coach Kennedy, I'm telling my boys to hold on to the football. We cannot have a turnover in this spot right here. Hey, hold the football with 2 hands. Hold on to it. Clock's running. We're going to be content with letting it run. Good 7-yard pickup on first down by the Cats. Both teams with all 3 of their timeouts remaining. The clock's going to run under 4 minutes to go in the football game, and the play clock's down to 10. Wildcats with a second down and 3. 3:50 and counting. Register's going to keep it himself. He's inside the 35. He's down to the 32-yard line. That's going to be another first down for the Wildcats, and we're going to move the chains, and we're at the 32-yard line. We're getting close, Kyle. We're getting close to the red zone. We are, Mike, but I got to think if you're Coach Kennedy, once again, you're thinking touchdown here. We tried 2 field goals tonight. We've had 1 block, 1 miss, so I'm not feeling very good sending my kicking unit out. Hey, let the clock run. Let's try to hit a big play and win the game here. We need 6. I'm with you, but hey, 32 yards to pay dirt, 3:20 on the clock. Wildcats first down and 10 from the 32-yard line of Wakulla. Hudson Register in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Going to keep it himself. He's inside the 30, 25-yard line down to the 24-yard line. 8-yard gain on first down.
I can't say enough about this Wildcat offensive line tonight. Hey, I'm thrilled to all these boys. Davis on the line. They're opening holes. And I tell you, Hudson Register is a football player, boys. He's a man among boys out there, running over people and taking control of this game.
Great play on first down, picking up 8 yards. The Wildcats inside the 25-yard line at the 24. We just need 2 yards for another first down. Register in the shotgun. Second down and 2. Takes the snap. Delano Ruiz has got it. Oh, he had a big crease right there, but he's going to fall forward easily for the first down, and he's going to get the 21-yard line. And again, Delano Ruiz, another chance. Kyle looked like he had a huge hole, might break it there. It's going to be 1st and 10.
Mike, it'll be interesting here to see when Wakulla chooses to start using their timeouts. You're under 1:30 now on the clock. The Wildcats are content with letting the clock run under 10 seconds on the play clock. We have the ball at our own at the 20-yard line. Wakulla's 20 right now, so the clock is our friend.
I can't believe, Kyle, that Wakulla hasn't called a timeout yet. The clock's gonna run under 2 minutes to go. Register gives it off. No, he's gonna keep it himself. He's gonna fight to get back to the 20-yard line. Looked like he thought about giving that one to Delano Ruiz, and then he kept it himself. And now finally, Wakulla says we got to call a timeout and talk about this. So the ball is at the 21-yard line. It is 2nd down and 10 for the Wildcats. Clock is stopped with 2:02 to go in the football game. There's no doubt about it this whole year. I'm going to tell you something. There's no doubt about it, Kyle. This whole year, Brock Boatwright's been the man. He's punted the football, he's kicked the football off, and he's made field goals and extra points all year long. I got to believe he's on the sideline saying, let me have one more chance right here.
You know he is, Mike. He's been nothing but good all year. I mean, we had one block tonight and just missed one come up short. So I got full confidence in Boatwright if he has to come back out here. But, hey, I'm going to tell you right now, Mike, I want a touchdown. Give me a touchdown here. We got a big 2nd down coming up, 2nd and 10 here.
Offense just needs one play. They just need one play here. We're looking at 2:02 to go in the football game. No score. The game is tied. Coming down to the end of the ball game, but the Wildcats have the football. 2nd down and 10 from the 21-yard line of Wakulla. We are breathing, knocking on the door, and having a chance. The Wildcats have had a few of these opportunities. We talked about it, but this is the most important one with the game on the line. Hudson Register. 2nd down play, 2nd down and 10 from the 21. Register takes the snap, gives it to Ruiz. Ruiz is going to get hit inside the 20, but he's going to fight his way down to the 18-yard line, picking up 3 yards there, and Wakulla is going to call their 2nd timeout.
Yeah, I think we may run it again right at him, and I think Coach Canada's feeling, hey, I'm going to take a chance at Boatwright. I don't know if I don't try to slip Hudson Hodges out here and try to give him the ball in space to try to make a big play happen here, Mike. What do you think?
I love that tight end pop pass just a few moments ago. And what we mean by that is Register gets the snap, and he just looks straight up, and the tight end coming across the line is Hudson Hodges. They made that play work, and I'd love to see something like that here on 3rd down. Now, you don't want to risk an interception for sure. We're deep in their territory. You don't want to go backwards here on this play either. We're sitting at the 18-yard line, so from here it would be about a 35-yard field goal. There's no doubt that Brock Boatwright's got plenty of leg for that. I just hope that his confidence hasn't been shaken by what's happened here tonight. 3rd down play coming up, the biggest play of the ball game for this Wildcat offense. 1:55 to go in the game. Cats bring the team back to the huddle here after the timeout. Wakulla's used 2 of their timeouts on this drive, so they only have 1 remaining. 3rd down and 7. Register got him to come across in the line, but they don't throw the flag. He had the hard count. That would have been 5 yards. They don't throw the flag. You saw the defensive end flinch. It looked like he came across. 3rd down play. 5 on the play clock. Register, again, a hard count. Now the Cats are going to call a timeout. A game of cat and mouse out there, Kyle, and I think he thought he got him for 5 yards there.
He did, Mike, and I thought he got him too. Like I said, we hadn't got many calls tonight, but we'll take a timeout. We was in power there. I'd expect us to see come back in with some receivers here. And I'm telling you, this is a tough call for Coach Kennedy over here. You can run it, make them use their last timeout and take a shot at a field goal, or you can try to like I say, find a way to get Hodges the ball in space and see if he can make a big play for you. I think I'd go with the latter. I think I'm throwing the football here, Mike.
Man, I tell you, that's why this right here, Kyle, is why the coaches make the money, and they're the guys with the headset on to make the call, because I'm telling you, you don't want to be the guy making this call and it not work out. 0-0, 0-0. As my good friend from a long time ago, Mike Gazdick, used to say, goose egg to goose egg. There are no points on the board, and it is third down. The Wildcats need 7 yards for a first down. Most importantly, though, only 1:54 on the clock. This game has come down to the wire. I don't remember a high school game that's been 0-0 with less than 2 minutes to go. Register calls the snap, gives it to Delano Ruiz. No, he fakes the handoff, throws it to the end zone, and it's going to be overthrown. Overthrown. They had the play call. Looked like they had a chance there. Looked like he might have had another guy underneath Kyle, but either way, it's incomplete. And now on fourth down, they're going to put their trust in my guy, Brock Boatwright, and Brock Boatwright is going to come back into the game, and it's going to be a 35-yard attempt. This one, though, Kyle, not from way over to the right hash. This one is more so to the left hash and closer to the middle of the field.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you, man, I'd hate to be a kicker, man. Hey, here we go. This is going to be it, Mike. I'll let you call it.
35-yard field goal. The ball's going to be spotted between the hashes. Hudson Register is the holder. Brock Boatwright's out there, and they're going to call a timeout. The Wildcats call a timeout. And the play clock was winding down. The Wildcats had to call a timeout. You normally don't want to see your offense ice your kicker.
Yeah, I don't think that's what we wanted to see, but I think that's a good timeout by Coach Kennedy right there. We did not want to see 5 more yards tacked on this field goal. So, hey, if you're Brock Boatwright, that's what you dream of. If you're a kicker, Mike, you want a chance to win the football game. So, Brock Boatwright's missed 2 tonight, have missed 1, have 1 block. Now he's got a chance to be the hero.
Yeah, but I told you, he was on the sideline, and I know Brock Boatwright was thinking, give me one more chance to go win this game, and he's got a chance to go win it here. 1:47 to go in the ball game, no score on the clock, and the next play is going to be a 35-yard field goal after this timeout. And Brock Boatwright is bringing his team. Boatwright's going to come out of the game now, and the Wildcats look like they're going to go for it on fourth down. .147 to go. The offense is going to come back on the field now. And Brock Boatwright's going to go back to the sideline. So the Wildcats are going to go for it here. Hudson Register goes to the shotgun. Fourth down play. The snap to Register. He rolls to his right. Throws to the end zone. A man is wide open and he takes the ball. The Cats had a receiver wide open in the end zone and he dropped the football.
Yep. Hey, what a gutsy call by Coach Kennedy. They threw up the right play. Red Roden was wide open in the corner of the end zone. We just dropped the ball, guys. Now the defense, they got one timeout. Now the defense has got to come up and get a stop and try to get this game to overtime.
That was a winning play call for the Wildcats. They had everything they needed except the ball was dropped in the end zone. It would have been a touchdown. It would have been an easy touchdown. And now the Wildcats are going to go back on defense. And we got to hold them for 1:42 to take this thing to overtime, Kyle.
Unbelievable turn of events for the Cats. I tell you, man, I feel bad for the quarterback, feel bad for the Wildcats. They had the play drew up right. We just didn't make the play. Hey, still ball game left. It's still a 0-0 game. We got to get a stop.
Tough decision right there for Coach Kennedy. He had the field goal kicker on the field. The play clock almost ran out. They took the field goal kicker off the field, brought the offense back. We were wondering, Hudson Register rolled to his right, had a wide open receiver in the end zone. The throw was on the money. The ball was just dropped. And you know what? Sometimes in sports, those things happen. Sometimes they happen. But the Wildcats had a golden opportunity to win the football game. And now they got to go back on defense here with first down and 10 from the 18-yard line for Wakulla. And we just got to stop. Both teams have one timeout remaining, so not a lot of clock stoppage can happen here in the final 2 minutes of play. Quarterback for Wakulla in the shotgun. He's going to fire to the left side. Catch made over there at the 15-yard line, and tackle made behind the line of scrimmage. And they're going to lose the yard here on first down. And I'm sure that one of the teams is going to call a timeout, but looks like the clock's going to run. If anybody called here, I think it would be us, Mike. We're going to let it run. I'm telling my guys to find the Wildcat, let's strip the football here. Strip the football. This game has all the makings of an overtime situation here. 1:10 to go in the ball game. Second down 11 for Wakulla. Quarterback in the shotgun, takes the snap, look to throw. Now he's going to run it straight ahead. He's across the 20, going to be tackled there. He only picked up about 4 yards on the play, so third down, and the clock's going to continue to run. And neither coach is calling timeout, Kyle. Yeah, I think if this clock will be under 20 seconds here, I don't know why Coach Kennedy wouldn't take a timeout here to try to get a block punt or something, but he'll take it here if we stop him, I'm sure. Wakulla's content. Wakulla's content just to run this thing out. They saw their game loss a moment ago, and then the ball was dropped in the end zone. My goodness, this game has been something else. Under 20 to go, seconds to go in the ball game. Third down play. Cleese, the quarterback, is going to fire one down the middle, and that's going to get nobody, and that's going to stop the clock with 13 seconds to go. The receiver broke to the middle, but Rhett Roden was there, and he just overthrew everybody. And now they're going to have to punt it with 12 seconds on the clock, Kyle. Yeah, if you're the Wildcats, I'm coming all out to block this one, not all out to block it. Keep one guy back, come out, let's block it. That's your only chance to not go to overtime here. And I know Coach Kennedy's thinking if he'd have known they were going to throw an incompletion on third down, you use your timeout there, you'd save 20, 30 seconds there. And we might have had 30 seconds or so with the football, but now only 13. We'll send two guys back to the field to punt, and a flag is going to go down before the play. And we'll see what the flag call is. This came from the back judge, but the play clock still had 5 seconds on it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Looks like we've got 11 guys on the field. I'm not sure why they blew the play dead. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think he threw the flag and he saw there were 12 guys, but there's not. There's 11 guys on the field for the Wildcats. So I think it was an inadvertent whistle. They took a half a second off the clock. It was 12.9 before the play. Now it's 12.4. That won't matter much, but that whistle should have never happened. We're seeing some things over here. Cleese is the punter. He's deep in the shotgun here. He punts it end over end. It's going to hit at the 50. Rhett Roden gets it at the 45. Rhett Roden's going to run it, and he's going to get tackled at the 45 of Wakulla. We might have one chance here. One chance for a Hail Mary, Kyle. I've seen stranger things. You got 6.7 seconds left. You may have a shot to take a little quick shot to the sidelines, get out, and then throw a Hail Mary. It's a long pass. He's going to have to throw it all of 60 yards to get to the end zone here, Mike. Only 6 seconds left on the clock for this football game. No score in this game. The Wildcats have had their opportunities to win it. Looks like they're going to have to go win it in overtime. Wildcats bring the offense back on the field here with 6 seconds to go. And this has been a wild football game. It's been really wild for a game with no points. No points on the scoreboard. Hudson Register stands at midfield. The Cats have 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Ruiz goes in motion, and the Wildcats got another defensive lineman to come into the neutral zone, but no flag. And the Wildcats are pleading with the side judge to throw the flag, and he didn't do it. They got another hard count there. The defensive lineman came into the neutral zone, no flag. What's going on? Yeah, we tried to get it the easy way again. It looks like we did, Mike, and we just didn't get the call. And that would have been a good 5 yards for us there where we could get this ball to the end zone. But Hudson Register's really going to have to throw it to get it there now. I think that's your only play here. Throw it up in the end zone. He's gotten the defensive end on that side to come into the neutral zone a couple of times. We haven't gotten the call, not once tonight. But that's not a winner or loser of the football game. That would have given us 5 yards, though, and a chance to maybe heave the ball down toward the end zone here. But Wildcats used their last time out of the ball game to talk about it here, just kind of settle things down. There's only 6 seconds left to go in this ball game, and it's heading to overtime. That's what I'm going to tell you. It's heading to overtime. That's where we're going. And in the overtime situation, what you're going to have is the Kansas tiebreaker. Both teams are going to get the football from the 10-yard line, and both teams will have the opportunity to score. And you'll do that until one team wins. 6 seconds on the clock. Register stands back at midfield. Wildcats going to try to maybe run a trick play here, not sure. Register takes the snap, looking to throw. He's under pressure, steps up in the pocket, fires one deep down toward the end zone, and that ball is going to be knocked away and incomplete. And the ball game, the time on the clock has expired, so we're going to go to 0 seconds left. We're going to take a 1-minute timeout. We'll come back and set the overtime for you here. You're listening to Wildcat Football on 97.5 WFBB.
Hi, this is Larry Birkins of Birkins Chevrolet in McClenny. It is truly an honor to help make these Wildcat radio broadcasts possible. Birkins Chevrolet with sales and service 6 days a week. Cars, trucks, SUVs, certified used cars. We help customers establish or reestablish credit. Thank you, Wildcat fans. From Larry Birkins at Birkins Chevrolet, US 90 in the heart of McClenny.
Online at BirkinsChevy.com.
For over 50 years, Dependable Heating and Air Conditioning has been serving the community of McClenny. They provide quality air conditioning, HVAC, and electrical work to the residents of McClenny and the surrounding areas. The phone number for Dependable Heating and Air Conditioning is 259-6546. Oscar and Susie Gray would like to say, go Wildcats. Again, that's Dependable Heating and Air Conditioning, 259-6546.
High school football overtime rules. Both teams will get the football from the 10-yard line, and both teams will get the opportunity to score. Depending on what happens on each of those possessions, you'll either have a winner after the first 2 possessions, or you'll go to a second overtime, and you'll just keep doing that until one team has the victory. Now, the interesting thing about it is, in a game where there's been no score, does either one of these teams want to put the ball in the end zone, Kyle? Does either one of these teams want it? I got to believe the Wildcats want it. Yeah, they're playing for their playoff last night. They got to want it. So this is a huge overtime position. I think you always want to go on defense first. Let's see what happens on the coin tosser. This is our second overtime game this year, Mike? First? Yeah. Swanee was overtime, right? Yep. The Wildcats have been in this situation before and come out on the good end. Let's let it happen again. Yeah, we did see an overtime earlier this year. So now the Wildcats and Wakulla, they'll send one captain each to the center of the field here. We're going to find out who's going to get the ball first. But I got to tell you, man, the Wildcats have had opportunities tonight, Kyle. We had opportunities. We had a couple of opportunities to kick the field goal. We had an opportunity with less than 2 minutes to go in the game. Just a drop in the end zone, and it happens, and unfortunately for the Cats, it happened at the worst possible time, and that's a chance that the Cats have. Now, Taz Kinghorn and Owen Cleese will be the 2 captains that go to the center of the field here, and we'll find out in just a moment which team is going to get the ball to start and which end of the field they're going to play from. Those are the 2 choices. If you win the toss, you can decide to go on offense or defense. And if you lose the toss, you get to decide which end of the field that you're going to play on. Number 10 is Owen Cleese. He's the quarterback for Wakulla. And it looks like the decision has been the Wildcats, and the Wildcats have won the toss. So now they're going to say the Wildcats won the toss. We're going to play to the right side, and so we're going to go on defense first. We won the toss, and we're going to put them on defense, and we're going to move the ball right to left across your radio dial in the overtime period. So Wakulla's going to get the ball. They're going to have 4 plays from the 10-yard line, Kyle. What do you do if you're the Wildcat defense here?
You keep doing what you've done all night. You hadn't let them in the end zone. You didn't hit them. You got to get some penetration. Got to hit them in the backfield. Hey, keep making plays. I've been very proud of this Wildcat defense. Very proud of how this team played tonight. You can tell they're playing for their life, and they're playing like it. And they're doing bigger now than get a stop now, Mike.
This is what you've been playing for all night long. The defense has played as good as you could play tonight. This Wildcat defense has kept Wakulla out of the end zone. Kyle said it earlier tonight. This is a high-scoring team. They have not been held like this all year long, and the Wildcats have held them to 0 points. Now, here we go. We're going to have a first down and goal for Wakulla from the 10-yard line. The ball's moving right to left across your radio dial. The Cats dig in on defense. First down play. Owen Cleese, the quarterback. They're going to hand it off straight up the middle. And the running back, you can hear the crowd in the backfield. The running back for Wakulla broke through and scores a touchdown on the first play from scrimmage. So the Wildcats elect to go on defense, and Wakulla scores on the first play. Now they're going to try the extra point to make it a 7-0 ball game. And the only thing that you're thinking here from the Wildcat side is you got to answer right away. You got to score right away to answer this and take it to a second overtime. So now Wakulla will line up for the extra point. They've got a 6-0 lead. First time that anybody scored comes in the first overtime. And now a flag's down, and you're going to get a false start against Wakulla, so they're going to back up the extra point. We'd love them to miss it, and then Brock Boatwright can kick an extra point to win the game. Let's see. No time on the clock, folks. We're in the overtime period, and Wakulla scored to make it a 6-0 game. They back them up 5 yards here on the false start, and another penalty comes down. And they're going to say the Wildcats lined up offsides. That side judge over there has been killing us all night long. And he's trying to explain himself to Coach Kennedy over there, and Coach Kennedy doesn't want to hear it. The good news is you don't go 5 yards, you just go half the distance to the goal. So they lost 5. We'll lose 2.5. So now it's back to closer to what a normal extra point would be. And Wakulla lines up to kick the extra point. We had a false start and then an offsides. And the referees are content to make this about them as they blow the whistles again. It should have been a half the distance, so it should have been spotted about the 4-yard line, maybe the 3.5. They'll spot it, and the kicker's out there. Here we go. 6-0 lead Wakulla. They scored on the first possession, the first play of the overtime period, and the extra point is going to be right down the middle. So Wakulla doesn't score the entire night, but they score on the first play of the first overtime period, and now the Wildcats coming back out, Kyle. What do we got to do here?
Got to find a way to answer, man. Hey, you gave up the touchdown first play on defense. Let's come out and score first play on offense. This is do or die for Cats now. They know it. The fans know it. The players know it as well. The coaches know it. Somebody's got to find a way to make a play for the Cats.
7-0. Wakulla with the lead. The Wildcats have 4 plays to go and try and tie this game up. On the road, Hudson Register in the shotgun. The Wildcats from the 10-yard line. We split 2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left. Hudson Register in the shotgun. Takes the snap, rolls to his right. Register's got room. He's going to run it himself. He's inside the 5-yard line. And he's tackled right there about the 5-yard line. So it's going to be second down and goal from the 5.
Yeah, I like to call by the Cats, giving him a run pass option on the edge. 6, like I say, 6. This Register kid has been great for you all year. Give him a choice of a runner or throw it here. I'd probably roll him out again.
I like the play call, too. Put it in Hudson Register's hands. Let him get this game tied. Let's see if Brock Boatwright can drill the extra point and make this a tie ball game. Second down and goal from the 5-yard line. Hudson Register in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Going to run it straight ahead. Register's inside the 5. He's going into the end zone. That's a touchdown. The Wildcats have answered with the touchdown. 7-6 ball game now as Hudson Register takes it to the end zone and scores a touchdown. And the Wildcats are thinking about going for two here. They're leaving the offense on the field, Kyle. You like this call? I love it, man. You're on the road. Let's go ahead and win the football game right here. I love the confidence Coach Stanley's got in this football team. I don't know if I'd take a timeout maybe to try to draw my best play up, but we're going for two, man. This is it, folks. The Wildcats are either going to win it or not. Hudson Register called for the ball, and they looked like they came off sides, and we don't get a call again. He gave them the hard count, and again, the defensive lineman crashed in there, and we didn't get the call. And they brought us off sides for lining up, and now Coach Kennedy's giving the official an earful. We were just trying to get half the distance there to the goal line. He gave them the hard count. They came into the neutral zone, Kyle, no flag. That guy on our sideline's been horrible all night. He's out there dancing now. And he's been horrible. Somebody ought to watch this game and get rid of him. Huge call by Coach Kennedy right here, man. Hey, going for two here takes a lot of guts. And, hey, with your season on the line, I like it, man. That's at least 3 times that we've had a hard count where they come into the neutral zone. It may have been 4 times. At least 3. But now the Wildcats are talking about it. We had to use our timeout there after we were hoping that hard count was going to work. We'd get half the distance from the 2.5 down to the 1. But now the Wildcats talking about it over there, and we'll see if this offense comes out and we truly do go for 2 or if they're going to kick the extra point. 7-6 ball game. The game hangs in the balance, folks. I can't tell you a game that's been this exciting down to the end in a long time. The Wildcats with a chance here. They bring the offense back on the field. They're going to go for it. They can quiet this crowd with one play. They can quiet this crowd with one play. Here we go. 7-6. Hudson Register has Delano Ruiz in the backfield. The Wildcats going to go for 2, and now Wakulla is going to call timeout. Yeah, a little cat and mouse going on here, Mike. They're playing. They're going to see what we was going to line up. We come out in heavy, kind of running a power situation there. So Wakulla takes a timeout. Let's see if Coach Kennedy and this offense comes back out in the same formation. What a ball game, folks! What a ball game. 7-6. We lost our power back in the third quarter. We've been trying to keep this thing on the air with our cell phone just so you can hear us, but we're going to have to get my trusty technician, John Meadows, to look at our equipment during the week so we can be back on the air next week, no problem. But 7-6, the game hangs in the balance, and nobody has any timeouts left now. We got to run a play, so the Wildcat offense is coming back on the field. Oh, I'd love to see a 2-point conversion just so we can stop the band from playing, Kyle. They've been playing in our ear all night. Cats are going to break the huddle now. Cats are going to break the huddle now and bring the team to the line of scrimmage. This is it, folks. This is it. The ball game hangs on this play. If the Wildcats get the 2-point conversion, they win. If we don't get it, Wakulla's going to win. 7-6 ball game. Hudson Register in the shotgun. Calls for the football. Moves Delano Ruiz to the right. 1 hard count. Now Ruiz is going to false start. The Cats with a false start. We're going to have to back up 5. He's going to send the kicker in. My goodness. Unbelievable, Mike. We got a chance to win the game, and we're going to false start. That's been the story of the year for the Wildcats. Now we got to make a kick. So we're going to bring Boatwright out to try to tie this thing up. Well, Brock Boatwright right down the middle here would be good. We need an extra point, and we need it now to extend this thing to the second overtime. Hudson Register is the holder. Brock Boatwright's the kicker. The snap is on the way. The set down is down. Brock Boatwright kicks it right down the middle, and it's good. Brock Boatwright ties the game at 7. Yep, snap was a little high. Great job by Register to get it down. Great kick by Boatwright. Now Mike will get the ball first. We need to go score. So now, after the After the first overtime, both teams score a touchdown. So now, since the Wildcats started on defense in the first possession, now the Wildcats will go right back on offense. So it's important for us to put the pressure right back on Wakulla here and score a touchdown, Kyle.
It is, Mike, and you don't have to go for two until the third overtime, so that was just the option. Coach Kennedy was thinking about winning it here in the first overtime, so both teams will have the option to kick the extra point here also. So I think, are they coming back out to the middle of the field? I don't know what exactly is going on here, Mike. Are they not meeting at the middle of the field again? I mean, the only thing I could think, maybe the high school rules are different. They're going to do another coin toss for the second overtime, but I thought that you went right back on offense with the team that just, had the first one. So in high school, apparently, there's a coin toss. So we're going to do this again, and this time Owen Cleese has won the toss, and they're going to play on the same end, but this time the Wildcats are going to start on offense, so it works out the same way either way. Wildcats just need to go score a touchdown here. And I say, Kyle, in my mind, you never go for two unless you have to. So unless you're trying to win the game like they were a minute ago, I say if you score a touchdown here, you kick the extra point. What do you say? Yeah, on offense, I think you do. If you're on offense first, Mike, I think you do kick the extra point. And then you get an option if you go on offense second, whether you want to go for two or to try to win the game. Well, I think you keep leaning hard on Hudson Register here, running the power. We've had success up the middle, kind of getting a push, and I don't do nothing fancy here. I go right at them. 7-7 ball game, and I can tell you, folks, it doesn't get any more intense or exciting than this type of ball game. Second overtime about to start here, and the Wildcats are going to have the football to start this second overtime from the 10-yard line. It'll be a first down and goal. Hudson Register is going to stand in there in the shotgun. He's got Delano Ruiz in the backfield with him. Two receivers right. Keldon Dupree is the lone receiver to the left side. First down play, first down and goal. Register sends a man in motion. Going to give it to him. No, Register keeps it himself, and he's going to run it down inside the 10 and inside the 5-yard line. Another hard run by Register to get it to the 4-yard line. Yep, Register's just a big body, man. I like it. He's always falling forward. A good pickup there to get it down to the 4. And I'm telling you, I'm doing the same thing again, Mike. From the 4-yard line, it's going to be second down and goal for the Wildcats. This is eerily familiar to the first possession we had in overtime. It was about the same thing. Register had 5 or 6 on the first play, and on second down, he went into the end zone. Here we go, second down and goal from the 4-yard line. Same formation, Delano Ruiz in the backfield. Register rolls to his right, throws to Ruiz. Ruiz, the ball's dropped. Register just tried to throw it out there to Ruiz. He had room to run, and now it's going to be third and goal. Yep. Could have been a touchdown. We've got to hang on to the ball. That's the second drop tonight that killed this Wildcat offense. So you got 2 plays from the 4 to get it in the end zone here, Mike. Comes down to execution, folks. You got to execute. That time the Cats had a chance to throw a pass and run it in the end zone, and it just goes incomplete. Third down. Third down now. Third down and goal from the 4-yard line. 7 seconds on the play clock. The Wildcats got to hurry. Down to 4 on the play clock. Third down play. Calls for the ball. Ruiz is going to run it. No, he throws it out to Hudson Hawkins, and he's tackled. They stopped the play back at the 9-yard line. Trying to throw a quick screen there to Hudson Hodges and get him to miss a tackle, but Wakulla read it the whole way, and now it's going to be fourth down, and you got to kick the field goal, don't you, Kyle? Yeah, I think you got to kick it here. You got to take points and hope you get a stop on defense, Mike. I think we got 2 cute there. I mean, you're getting yards. You got 6 yards running right up the 4 yards up the middle. Keep pounding the middle, and we try to get 2 cute there the ball. Take the field goal and put it on your defense. Here we go. This is going to be a 25-yard field goal attempt from the right half. The snap on the way, set down. The kick is on the way. It's blocked. The kick is blocked again, and that's the second time tonight that Wakulla has blocked the game. And now Wakulla is going to have a chance in the second overtime to go win the football game. All they have to do is score. The Wildcats are going to, if we end up losing this game, Mike, it's going to be a long bus ride, man. With the opportunities we had tonight, they got pressure all night long on our kicking game. He's coming off the edge. That's 2 blocks now. We've had a miss, and all of them have been close. You cannot squander opportunities when you got a chance to win a football game, and right now that's what we did. We got to lean on this defense. We need a turnover. We need something good to happen here for the Wildcats. Wildcat defense comes back on the field now. They need a stop. They need a turnover. Second overtime, Wakulla. 7-7 ball game, but Wakulla now, any score wins the game for them. First down play, they hand the ball off to number 3. He's the one that scored in the first overtime, and he's done it again. Wakulla's going to win the football game. They score on a 10-yard touchdown run, and that's going to do it. The Wildcats are going to fall on the road in double overtime, 13-7 to the Wakulla War Eagles. They score again on number 3. He ran the football 10 yards. They score the touchdown, and the Wildcats are going to come home with a loss tonight, but my goodness, what a ball game. And I love the fight for this Wildcat football team. That's a heartbreaking way to lose a football game, Mike. We had our opportunities. They're going to look back, watch the film, and know we had opportunities to win the football game. This is a tough one to swallow. Like I said, these kids fought for Coach Candy. They didn't give up all year. Hey, very, very proud of this Wildcat football team. Sometimes you come up short. And like I said, hey, congrats to Wakulla on the district championship. Heck of a football game over here in Wakulla tonight, Mike. 13-7 in double overtime. Wakulla's going to have the victory. And the Wildcats are going to fall to 4-5 on the season. Next week, we'll be in Fort White, 7:30 next Friday night for the kickoff against the Fort White Indians on the road to close out the season for the Wildcats. And we'll just have to wait and see if the Wildcats have done enough in the rankings and the point system to earn a spot in the playoffs. But the Wildcats fall 13-7. What a ball game. Hats off to the coaches. Hats off to the players. Like Kyle said, the Wildcats never quit in tonight's ball game. They had every opportunity to win it. They didn't make the play when they had to, and sometimes that happens. But I'm going to send it back to John Meadows and say good night, Wildcat fans. We got a long ride home. We'll talk to you next week from Fort White. Good night, everybody.
Broadcasting from Glen Baptist Church in the heart of Glen St. Mary, Florida, you're listening to 97.5 WFBB, the beacon of Baker County.
And smile, 'cause it's been a while. It's been like a whole day since I stopped so you could hold me. But this child awaits, strong in the faith. Lord, you are the refuge that I can't wait to get to, 'cause I can't let a day go, can't let a day go by without thanking you for the joy that you bring to my life.